Okay, James, I think... oh, by the way, everyone, if we are live immediately, and you're watching this back...
Oh,
hello,
we are
thank
live.
You for joining us.
Oh, my goodness.
But, James, are we live? Hit the video. Let's check it out. By the skin of our teeth, we've made it. I do think I am slightly over, though, James. Are you okay to just move slightly onto that corner? Is your leg in the way, then?
No, I can move over.
Oh, sound.
There
Okay,
you go.
I'll move slightly that way. Oh, and you shift slightly that way as well.
Yeah, move
so
over.
Vaughan can, then everyone's on the table. Ah, great. Yeah, so if you put your volume on 0, then you can check back the comments if you need to. But we're definitely live, right? We're definitely live. Yeah? We're definitely live, James?
That's from 2 weeks ago. We're not.
That's from 2 weeks ago.
Right, so
I'm refreshing my feed.
Just asked him to
Are you
check if we're
refreshing the
live.
feed?
He's playing a video from 2 weeks ago.
you
Oh, that
refresh
angle's
it?
nearly okay.
It's not coming up.
it's not coming up, no.
So we're not live.
I guess not.
It says we're live. All right, okay, everyone. I
Okay,
will
check my
if we're live.
subscriptions.
Right, okay, there's only one thing for it. I'll check if we're live.
Wow.
Are we live? Nobody knows.
Just having a bit of, if we are live and you're watching this,
We are
then
live.
we are live.
We are live.
But
Oh,
doesn't-
we've got the weirdest thumbnail I've ever seen because it's just done some bizarre...
I always think
What's
we
it
should have
called?
a...
It's like a channel banner.
73 Degree Films live stream. To be fair, that's okay. Oh, God, it's us asking if we're live and we're watching ourselves live.
Oh,
asking
no.
if we're live.
We're live.
Right. I think we're live. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Everybody on YouTube, let us know if there's any technical issues here. We have got some people watching. Obviously, this is always a bit behind. Yes. All right. Let's crack on.
Yeah. if you-
James, we're live in the window. Welcome.
Welcome to Live in the Window.
Do you know
Room.
what? Let's start it properly, as we would do always. So everybody, Mike's at the edge of the table. Sorry,
Edge.
I want to make sure I've got yours in the right place. So, as always, we're going to speak nice and clearly for you. Ready? James, you ready?
I'm ready.
Good. Hello and welcome to Live in the Window. My name is Robert Corcoran.
I'm James Stevens.
I'm Owen Jones.
And today we have our wonderful guest.
My name is Vaughan Schofield.
Excellent. Welcome, Vaughan. Please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Well, my name remains Vaughan Schofield, and I own Belvoir, the estate and letting agency located on King Street in Wrexham.
Excellent. Whereabouts on King Street is it? How close to Divine Tie? That's what I'm going to use as my,
Divine Tide, it's on the other side of
Okay.
King Street, so it would be opposite Perfect Pizza.
Ah, great. Okay.
Next door to the taxi
Yeah.
office,
And
somewhere
next,
around there.
And next door to Yellow Taxis.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect Pizza run an unhinged Instagram account where they post memes that are just bizarre. But that is good. James, have you ever been to Belvoir?
I haven't been to Belvoir,
You haven't
but
been to Belvoir?
I've known about it for
I've
years.
walked past it, I feel like 1,000 times, of course. It's prominent. Nice
Yeah.
bright red colours and everything like that.
One of my friends used to know people that work. They're good. She's good friends with them, but I couldn't
Okay.
remember their names because it was like years when she told me. I haven't seen her in a while.
But specifically, I think what I wanted to talk to yourself about and why I was so keen to invite you on is because as part of this podcast, we're working with Wrexham City of Culture to try and talk about people that have an interest in, culture in Wrexham and especially shining a light on the different things that are happening, which has been something you have been, dead on doing. And so, just like us, could you explain a little bit about the type of, video work you've been doing locally?
Yeah, well, it's nice of you to say so.
Yeah.
I think it's, we've been in business in Wrexham now at nearly 15 years.
Okay.
And about 4 or 5 years ago, 2018, I think it was, I had this idea in my head that there was an awful lot of negativity
Yeah.
within the town about the town. And Wrexham has offered me a great deal. Wrexham has offered me support to my business. We also have, Sally and myself, 2 children, Prius and Fionn, who were born in the Myler Hospital. So I really felt I was a stakeholder in the town.
Yes.
And therefore, when I was listening to social media, and indeed when you were overhearing conversations in the street, there was an incredible amount of negative press being given to Wrexham by, I'm afraid to say, Wrexham people. There were lots of people being very pessimistic about the town. And yet, on an everyday basis, I was seeing a lot of success, a lot of effort,
Yeah.
a lot of achievement, and that didn't seem to get any airtime at all. And also, you know, there's so many things that I found about the town, and as you can tell from my accents, I'm not originally from Wrexham.
Where are you originally from?
I'm from Anglesey originally. So, you know, to just name one thing, if you're right in the middle of Wrexham, you can point your car in any direction, and if you travel for 10 minutes, you are in stunning countryside.
Right.
How many places could boast that? And I mean any direction, you'd be in stunning countryside. So, even from the most simple, straightforward things to people I was meeting on a weekly basis, I thought Wrexham had a very positive message to tell, and yet it didn't feel as if anybody was trying to tell it. So in 2018, I guess I did something, when you look back, it doesn't make any logical sense. I decided that I would commission a film company. I had met these people on a training course I went on, which was there to tutor me as to how to present in front of the camera.
Yes, okay.
And I asked these people whether they were interested in making a film or a video called I Love Wrexham, which was produced in 2018. They spent 2 days in the town, glorious, hot days. It's always sunny in Wrexham.
That's good.
Yeah.
Sun's always good.
Yeah, blue sky always
always
works.
good,
Yeah,
yes.
blue sky always works. They spent 2 days, and they produced a film where they went to individual stakeholders in Wrexham and asked them to tell a bit of story about Wrexham and what was kind of positive things that were going on. Put that on the internet, on Facebook, and it got 26,500 views.
Wow.
I believe there was, in error, there was Tourist Board were thinking of nominating it for a prize, thinking it was something the local authority had done.
Ah, okay.
But it wasn't, and it was never meant to be seen in that way at all. Okay. But it was something I was keen to do, to say, you know, for all the negative things you hear, because you could have been, it would be understandable for you to believe that Wrexham had almost the worldwide universal franchise on antisocial behaviour. Yeah. Well, I'm afraid we don't have that worldwide franchise.
I'd like to hope
It's
not.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's everywhere. It's not just in our town.
Yeah.
So, you know, but there was, all the positive things were being disregarded.
Right, okay, yes, which is not what we like. I mean, so let's go back to that video then, 2018, and the reaction you had. First of all, James, Owen, do either of you remember this video? I remember seeing it on Facebook.
I've never seen it.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen it.
It involved a lot of people, didn't it? And a lot of going to different places.
University. We went to the council. The then mayor played a part.
Yeah.
We went to the technology park.
Yes, okay. Is that where Technoquest was?
Sorry?
Is that where Technoquest was at that time? Yeah, okay.
Went to the technology park and spoke to a lady there that had played a part in managing that industrial park. We went to a cocktail bar in Wrexham. We went to the Fat Ball just around the corner.
Nice, okay.
Those are just the ones I can remember off the top of my head, but it was looking to promote the really, not with rose-tinted glasses, simply by just trying to give it balance. That there was lots of positive things going on in Wrexham.
Yeah.
And, I guess it's an unashamed plug, but if you go on our Facebook account, Belvoir Wrexham Facebook, you'll see the video there. It's
Great.
It's, as I say, it is 4 or 5 years ago, so it'll take a bit of searching, but you'll find it there.
Okay, I want to ask a few questions. First of all, James, you can get rid of that. Don't worry, it's all working. You don't need to watch YouTube ads while we're on stream.
Right, well, we were trying to find the thing, but we seem to have miscalculated.
It doesn't matter what it's on.
So
I know it's streaming. Don't worry about how delayed it is.
Very well.
leave it there.
So, what I would like to ask about is something that I think all of us wrestle with, and that is, we're making video content about Wrexham, maybe sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes funny, sometimes, just more documentary-based stuff like this, capturing things that are happening. What effect do you think that work has, and does it change people's attitudes? Or do you find that you end up more often than not in the same situation you were in before that, where people still have this negative view of Wrexham? I don't know. To what degree does it move the dial, and how do you think it's? I don't know. What does it do for the town, showing it in a good light? Does it help move us towards things like getting City of Culture in the future? Is it all part of a big thing?
I think a healthy individual or a healthy collection of individuals, i.e. a town, is one that's got some realistic level of self-esteem.
Okay.
I'm not getting too academic and saying that, am I? Just
No, I know what you mean, yeah.
There's a thing called self-actualization, which we can all reach as individuals, whereby whatever our role in society or life, we are comfortable in our own skin. We know who we are, and we are happy broadly with it.
Yeah.
If you can get an individual or a collection of individuals or this town into a space where they feel like that, that's a much healthier place for everybody to be, in my opinion.
Okay.
And for them to get into that headspace, I think it's important that what I believe now is the vast majority of people want reasons to be proud of their own town.
Okay.
And to give them and find reasons why they should be doesn't certainly move the dial. It's something I've done with whenever there was a major decision being made on, be it City of Culture, the actual debate between city and town, actually getting a camera out to the streets and asking ordinary people for their views, to give some balanced views about those subjects, I think gives people an opportunity to be heard. And again, when they see the next door neighbour, a relative being interviewed, it then feeds into what we've all benefited from, this turbocharged initiative via the football club after being brought out with Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhaney. Put that all together in the mix. It does move the dial. It gives people, because there are people actively out there wanting to feel positive.
Yeah.
But in the past, I think they've been drowned out by just by the negative news. And I don't know how controversial it would be if I voiced my opinion that when I have had conversations with many people, I obviously haven't had conversations with everybody who's had a negative view. The sad thing is that very often they weren't being negative when you had a sort of an in-depth conversation with them. They weren't being negative about Wrexham. In many cases, they were just feeling a bit down about their own lives.
Okay.
And it manifested itself as being down about Wrexham.
Got you. I understand what you're saying, yeah. Yeah, okay, interesting. James, you know all about self-actualization, don't you?
Yes, I do. It's
certified expert.
Abraham Maslow's pyramid of...
It's at the top, isn't it?
It's
Yes.
it's the
Nice.
final one, to be aware of
that.
your behaviours, be aware of
Yeah.
waving in the window,
Yeah, perfect.
be aware of everything around you. And I think my own
Yeah.
personal view is that Wrexham is in a transitional phase, and it has culminated with the identity change going from town to city. And I think that is actually happening now. But some people don't like change, and they might want to cling on to the old style, entrenched thought patterns of
Well, yes, of course.
yesteryear. But they can't deny that something big is happening in Wrexham. I mean, big buildings are going to go up now, aren't they?
It does seem like that. I mean, that's what I'm curious about, I guess, because I've got to say, as someone that's seen the video content you've put out over this period of time, I guess coming up towards 5 years, it will be. It's a good stint. What's the future for that? Your production value is incredible now. That little studio, is that Belvoir where you shoot that stuff?
No.
No, okay.
No, but obviously I helped design that studio. I bought all the paraphernalia around it because it screams Wrexham. The future will be taking an interest in still some social issues affecting the town, and giving opportunities to people to voice their opinion.
Yeah.
I've also tried to highlight the importance of local businesses. And we've got some fantastic small businesses in Wrexham.
Yeah.
You know, Steve Tapp, for example. I'm sure I'm gonna forget some people here now if I list them, but Steve Tapp in Trainers Revivals in Tipau.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely fabulous business.
he's fucked up for about a year.
And he's you know, he does some great work there, and has got some fantastic products to sell there, some unique products to sell. Shop Siwan, again in Tipau, a fabulous little shop, full of interest. Would do really well with visitors knowing a lot more about the visibility of that shop.
Yeah.
So, you know, even when you're going to bigger companies like Moneypenny, and what a fantastic success story that is for a home-built company. And then you've got maybe an iconic brand in Wrexham Lager.
Yeah.
And, you know, how the good times have returned to that company. And speaking and filming with Vaughan and Josh, it was a great opportunity to give a platform to those businesses to, I suppose, extol their virtues to the wider community.
No, it's fantastic. And the team that you've put together seems to be producing stuff. I mean, it's really good. I could imagine you consistently increasing your outputs and delivering what would be some very valuable local news.
Sure.
Essentially, that's what it is, isn't it? Even if it's a totally different, 2023 version of what we think of local news, it is. The distribution platforms are different. It's Facebook, TikTok, etc. And why not? Also, why not spin our Wheel of Fortune? I would love for you to spin our Wheel of Fortune. We got about 5 minutes. Let's see what we get.
Well, let's do.
Yeah. Switch to camera 3. Oh gosh, we got a dodgy angle on camera 3, but we have got it. We have got it.
The little slats on, not from the side. Then. So take it from the top, top slat, and then you just push it all the way down. We need to see what
great.
it is.
And what's it going to land on?
Telephone.
Telephone. Oh, that's cool. Telephone.
Sure, we're going to do send to all,
Yeah.
aren't we? We're not going to do send to all. Sorry, Michael McIntyre, if you're watching, we're not going to steal your idea.
So,
Stalking other people's phones.
telephone. James, you've got to come up with something associated for that if we've changed what the telephone. Originally, we phoned people, but we're not going to phone anyone right now.
No,
Who are we
no.
going to phone? Phone your mate Deck.
Shall I ring Deck?
No, don't ring Deck.
Deck, if you're watching, he doesn't watch anyway. He's out drinking somewhere.
My question, I would go, so like, if we're going to quick fire round between us, some last quick questions for Vaughan, well, we've got 5 minutes. What's Belvoir? What does it mean?
Belvoir is French.
Okay.
Belle is beautiful.
Okay.
Voir is the...
To see. Beautiful. James, you should have
Beautiful
got
view.
that.
Well, Belle is beautiful and
Voir.
Var is
To see.
to see.
It's a beautiful view.
Beautiful view.
Yeah.
What a great
Yeah.
French name, isn't it?
Yeah, it's-
You know, you've made this video that was years ago. Do you think, and you've got the platform to make another one, presumably?
Yeah.
Maybe you could do a contrasting video of now and then. And maybe put that out. Because I think that's
5-year review.
5-year review.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, actually. It's a good idea.
Yeah. You could
It's a hell of a lot has changed.
Yes.
There would be. That's it's a very good idea. I would think on about that. That's quite a nice idea.
Yeah, have a think on about it, and maybe have a look at the buildings that used to be there that are not there now.
Yeah.
Lloyd's got sold. That
The
just
police
made it into the
station
5-year
is
review.
gone.
Police station's got big one.
Big
When
one.
did that go down? 2019? No, 2020, right? Middle of COVID.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
You famously took a video, didn't you, from the...
So it took a video. BBC
I've
News
seen that.
used it.
I've
I was
seen
really
that.
happy with that.
Did they?
They did. They took the little clip where it fell down in slow motion.
Oh, did they give you any money?
It was so good, wasn't it? Because it kind of went.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was not what anyone
That's-
expected. I thought it was just going to fall. I thought it was
that's-
going to collapse down.
That's the way they do the explosions to make it's called jump in the building, isn't it?
Jump in the building.
So
That's
they make
great.
it so it falls in a certain way.
When was the last time you jumped a building?
I've never jumped a building.
You've never jumped a building. You can wire a house, but you can't jump a building.
I can wire a house, but I can't jump a
You can't
building.
legally wire a house.
I can't
but he-
legally
but he
wire a
can
house.
wire a house. He's just
Let's
not
get that
got the
legally
certificate.
thing in the bag there.
Such a hurdle that they've put in the way there.
It is such a hurdle. I can't do any outside sockets anymore. So,
No, cowboy trader.
damn that legislation! It's got my what's it called? My income of extension sockets.
He built a pill factory in Switzerland.
Yeah, we did.
Wired the whole thing, but he can't legally wire a house now.
I can't legally wire a house. What about that?
No, but that was good. Okay, final thing then about the property market itself, seeing as this is the world you're involved in. James, I know you wanted to ask a couple of things.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, so you've been doing, like we discussed previously before going on air, about the state of the housing market. And you say it's dramatically changing. Is it in flux still, or is it just going to carry on going up and up and up in lettings or sales, or?
Well,
you know all the nomenclature. I don't.
I think the realistic answer to that, James, is if anybody tells you that they know what's going to happen over the next 12 months in the housing market is a liar. It's all about projections. So Nationwide Building Society project that there's going to be a 5% drop in prices as an average.
So they're liars then, nationwide.
Houses in Roastee for 150 grand. I mean, Vernon Street and everything. Madness.
Prices have gone up certainly over the last 2 years. It was most definitely a seller's market. That has changed. But equally, to be fair with Nationwide, they do say in their article that it is a projection. But equally, the OBR, Office of Business Responsibility.
Wow, TLA there, 3-letter
They reckon
acronym.
it's going to be a 9% drop in the housing market.
Right, that would be significant, wouldn't it?
That would be significant. Not a crash, but that would be significant. So the truth is, I think that if I can give you an answer, the answer is the market's changed. It's more now of a buyer's market than a seller's market.
Okay.
But the gains that have been made over the last 2 years, all the gains will not be lost in the plateauing of prices now.
Right. James wants to buy, well, it used to be the Black Horse in Penikai. He's going to restore it to its former glory. What is it now?
It's now Yama, the cuisine place. I think it's might be Thai.
You really like it, don't you?
No.
No? Okay.
I want to cry. I want to go crying every time I go past it because it used to be my local pub and now it's gone.
Do you think he could run a pub in Penikai?
I think with his range of experiences and gifts,
like wiring houses.
Like wiring houses and something in Switzerland.
I could do all that myself. I could do all the renovations myself.
I'm not going to say he's not capable of anything.
I think it's in his wheelhouse. He's got a pub in there.
I could definitely do up a building in my own time.
You could.
I wanted to ask Vaughan, because you've got this pet peeve about hotels. And
it's a good question.
He's into buildings and lettings and sales.
We need to make him have a guess first how much the hotel room was.
Oh, yeah.
It was Wrexham Saturday night in May at the Premier Inn. What do you reckon? One night, one room, one person.
What about?
£90.
170.
Why was that then?
It's really high. Apparently, it's the end of the football. There's Focus Wales Festival. There's a few things happening, but still, it's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah.
Well, my wife is taking me to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Not this weekend. Following weekend. It's my birthday, and she's taking me to see Wales play Scotland.
Wow.
And we're in a Premier Inn. That particular weekend in Edinburgh, and it's over £220 per night in a Premier Inn.
Madness.
So they do undoubtedly match prices to events that's going around in the locality.
Yeah. So I think, Jay, what you were getting around to was do you think we'll have a new hotel? Because one of the main reasons we didn't get City of Culture in the report recommendation was that we didn't have enough capacity for visitors for large-scale events.
Well, we've got more than we've ever had before.
That's true.
I think yes is the short answer. I'm sure we will get another hotel because even looking at the fact that it's highly probable, and obviously we all wish it, that the team gets promoted this year. Yeah. That will mean bigger crowds, and I think the market demand will be unanswerable for more hotel accommodation.
Which will be good for us, yes.
It will be good.
It's looking good for Wrexham to win the league and all. Let's not jinx it, but come on, the Wrexham.
Up the town.
Up the town, yeah. I wanted to say to Vaughan, how about you build the hotel, because if you build it, they will come.
They will come. I've seen the film. And
they will come.
I'll be 1 second.
Show me a wheat field that's appropriate, and I'll consider.
All you need is a few spiritual ghosts as tourist attractions, don't you?
Yeah, well, that's not unheard of in Wrexham, either in a town centre.
Could you sound out the idea that you could, if you could lean forward to the mic, Your gold light. If you could you possibly sound out an idea of building a small scale hotel on like a Witherspoons like type idea?
Could I do it?
Yes. If you had, because you've got the knowledge of Wrexham, and you've got the projection, and you've got the skills and the ability, you could possibly get a piece of land, say, I'm going to build a Wetherspoons type deal houses and no frills, but quality of a certain level, and just market it like that, like Wetherspoons did with beer.
Yeah.
That can be done with hotels, couldn't it?
Yes, it can.
I mean, you don't need all those. You don't need all those little biscuits and little sachets of sugar, because people just want to come in, have a sit down, maybe go out, get drunk, come back, have a sleep.
I'm aware that I can't go into any detail because I don't want to breach any confidentiality, but I'm aware of people who are interested in appropriate buildings for that kind of.
Oh, right. There's a bit of do around that, isn't there?
I'm aware, but then again, if you look at the press, there's already it's already been considered also by the council.
Oh, well, the Wrexham Council are going to consider making their own hotel.
No. They're looking at areas where a hotel could be either built or adapted.
Oh, right, yeah.
Building.
No doubt they want to demolish Bromfield High School or the Groves High School. They've been trying to demolish that for years. It's not going to happen.
All right,
It's
James.
a listed building.
Final thing at all for Vaughan?
Final thing.
God, we covered a lot, didn't we? Actually, to be fair,
We
it's
have covered
pretty
a lot.
good.
Final thing. Where do you see Wrexham in the next? Do you see it as a thriving metropolis on par with Manchester, Liverpool, Dundee?
Wow,
maybe?
Dundee?
Dundee.
Okay,
Yeah, Dundee.
I
Big up
don't-
to Dundee. I've never been there. Don't even know what it looks like.
I don't think we'll beat Manchester or Liverpool. I think the aim, and I think this is achievable. I think will be an amazing vision of Wrexham. We will always be that town, almost like a. If there's one word that captures, I think, the essence of the town, and that's resilience.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you put hard work and an aspiring, which was absent, an aspiring outlook, and then put that alongside the traditional resilience in this town. I think the next 10 years should be a very, very good decade for Wrexham.
Yeah, I think it should.
15-year review will be great then. That video you're going to make.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you, as long as you wheel my chair or help me with the Zimmer frame, I'll be fine.
Sounds all right. Well, thank you very much, Vaughan. Yes,
My pleasure.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Vaughan.
Rob. Thanks for the invitation.
Yeah, cool. No worries.
Vaughan there. Thank you, Vaughan.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Nice. Excellent.
And if you need a salesman, remember,
I've got your card.
you've got my card.
Yeah, it's good.
Sell
Good
yourself
salesman.
all the time.
All right, excellent. Okay, we'll go straight into our next guests.
Our next guest?
Please come on in.
Come on down.
He didn't shake my hand.
Did he not?
What? Did he not?
Vaughan didn't shake Owen's hand.
Did you gesticulate?
Great.
Go
It
for
was
it.
personal, I
I was
think.
making
Yes.
eye contact.
Right.
I thought that would be
All
enough.
right, fantastic.
Right, Owen's gonna have some training on meet and greet, so
Yes, we
we'll
are.
prep him up for next time.
Right,
All right, Owen.
James, we've got here Mark from Gallops.
Who?
Mark from Gallops.
Mark from Gallops.
Yes,
I was
indeed.
mentioned to Gallops last week by Bobby.
Bobby Cockcroft.
Bobby Cockcroft,
Yes.
yeah. Big shout out to Bobby. He's done some sterling work this week. We've had some good conversations. AKA
I think Bobby spoke to you, didn't she? I think
Voice notes.
somewhere. That's what she
did,
said. She
yeah,
did.
yeah,
Oh, okay,
in Bank
great.
Street,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that great. Okay, look at that. Yeah, she really is running around town talking to everyone. Great.
absolutely, Yeah.
So, Mark, is it?
Yes.
Tell us all about Gallops.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, band from Wrexham. We've been active since for a long time now, since like 2007. Had a sort of hiatus between 2013 and 17, I think, and then we've been active since then. So we're an electronic band from Wrexham.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we are. Yeah. That's
Oh,
So
fantastic.
you say electronic, so where's the inspiration? Like Kraftwerk or Depeche
Kraftwerk,
Mode?
Yeah, Kraftwerk, Depeche Mode. Yeah, love all that. Love techno. Love Soundtracks. Like,
Would you say you're techno fusion related? You're sort of
fusion.
yeah, techno fusion.
Techno
Yeah, fusion like
What's that?
Well, it's like fusion craft work with. I
Yeah,
don't know.
okay, yeah, I see what you mean. So like, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
fusing lots of sounds
we-
together.
Yeah, definitely, because we're an electronic band, but we also, it's live instruments as well. So we have a live drummer, live guitars.
Yes.
So yeah, I guess it is a fusion, a hybrid, if you will.
Yes. I like right when before we had Vaughan in, we were playing. Let me double check here what we played for James. We played Death Square, the new track for James, just so he had some Gallops knowledge before we went into this.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I've had some verbal knowledge on it this week off Bobby.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I felt for years now, I think all the way back to the first time I got back from university and I was properly engaged with stuff like Focus Wales. Probably 2016 or 2017 Focus was the first time I probably saw Gallops, I think, live. Yeah. Since then, God, I've seen you loads on different things. I think this year, are you on, which stage are you on in Focus this year?
So this year we are doing the Llywelyn stage, so
That's going to be huge. Yes.
So so that's going to be amazing. Yeah, that's going to
Big
be
opportunity for visuals and stuff.
Yeah, so we're working on that at the moment, actually. Because obviously went to Focus Wales last year, saw a few acts on there using the visual setup, and it's really amazing, actually. I think that's going to be cool. So we're working on that at the moment, specifically for that show.
Yeah, no, it's going to be amazing. Because, I mean, that's the thing that I think struck me. I can't remember where it was now. I want to say Central Room 2,
Yes.
which is my preference for seeing Gallops, to be honest.
I would playing with Gallops as well.
I would take Room 2 over Room 1 any day.
Yeah.
The barrier, I don't know what it is. There's something about the barrier that makes it more difficult to engage. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, any sort of barrier when we're playing sort of feels a bit overkill. No one's going to try and mob us.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's still health and
you
safety.
say that though, but I remember.
Health and safety.
Oh my
Remember
God.
the list, Rob.
Yeah, but it was
for
the
food
last
festival.
track in Focus this last year. When was it now?
Yeah.
When you played? Was it October?
yeah, okay.
It was that weird stage
Yeah, it was.
when Focus was in October.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was near the front, and Scott was there, and Dave Gray was there with me, and there was some guy that we didn't know, and he didn't know this music, and it was just about to kick in, like clearly about to kick in really hard, and he got like knocked over the speaker. I don't know if you remember that. You're probably really in the zone, but this guy got absolutely thumped and had to get dragged off the stage almost.
I think I do remember, because obviously, wasn't really worried about him, more worried about our equipment.
Yes, the barrier would have saved that man. That man was the only person who wanted it on stage one.
What was the band?
What?
What was the band?
It was Gallops. This is
Oh,
a
was it?
Gallops
Yeah,
show.
It was the band that I'm here to talk about. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. No, I thought it was just a tale of someone getting knocked over by a speaker.
Oh, and I think you were there as well.
No,
Speaker vandalism.
probably was.
Speaker bullying.
Could have been any band, really, but yeah.
It could have been, yeah. No, that was excellent. And I mean, you're starting to release music again as well. You did Boolean Who was it? No, it was last year now, wasn't it? Obviously, 2022.
I've kind of lost track of the timeline, but yeah. So last year we put out a single at some point, and then we put another one out last year. So so we've been releasing a series of singles, and our last one is coming out in March actually.
Okay.
Now, so yeah, and they're all kind of like linked.
Are they part of what will eventually be something like an album, or
No,
are they
actually.
just something you're putting out? Yeah.
No, it's like a standalone. We decided to do like a run of singles. We wanted to give that a go. We've only ever sort of released albums previously, so we thought we'd give it a go, just like doing singles with like cool people who we have connected with over the years, do remixes for us.
Yeah.
So next single is coming out in March, and then also writing an EP at the moment, which is like close to completion. So that's going to be the next release after that, which is a new phase, if you like. So,
I find this kind of fascinating now, the way that things are released. The kind of emphasis is on singles so much more, and even shorter songs, and just everything seems to be geared towards streaming.
Yeah.
And I mean, For you, does that affect the writing process and what you decide to put out, or is it just that you feel this thing is an EP, you feel you want to release a single, or does it stop you focusing on albums?
Okay, yeah, that's a good point, and that was kind of one of the reasons that we did the singles thing, I guess, because like just basing it on kind of my own listening preferences as well these days, and the fact that everything's sort of moving towards. I mean, I still love listening to albums from front to back, but I think. I think like short attention span almost from like listeners these days, where it's like it's all about like making your own playlist where you like a track by a band.
Yes, put yourself in there.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
and then also like we've kind of linked these tracks like purely from the process of making them, which has all been very similar. But then also like the art that we've created for them. But I don't feel like they belong together on a release as a whole thing. And I don't when we're doing like longer releases, I like it to be written for that purpose.
Yes.
To have that sort of narrative, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, we do have some links here, James, that you're aware of. So I think you work with Seb, obviously, a lot on mixing and mastering. Seb Elements.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
He worked with me on mixing and mastering the music for the 2080 show you saw in London.
Oh, right.
Remember that?
Yeah,
yes,
right.
that was linked together. That, obviously, I find it, like, crazy because I don't... Like, the actual mixing and mastering is so technical to me in terms of music and what you need to understand to know what's good. I don't even know what's good. But for you, is that something you're heavily involved in? Like, you hands-on in the production process and how you make your music? Because it seems to me like you may even build your synths from scratch for tracks. Everything, right? So you really are into every aspect of the production.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
So I guess like getting someone else in like Seb is kind of just having a sort of a new set of ears to sort of. Don't get me wrong, Seb does a lot of work on making it sound a lot better than I could.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very tuned into that process of like studying production and stuff for years. So yeah.
What instruments do you play?
I guess. So these days, my main instrument is synthesizers. But my first instrument was guitar. I play a bit of drums. I play a bit of piano and various different things. But yeah, these days I've kind of like moved further away from guitar, I guess, personally. But that's just where I'm at musically, I guess, and what I'm creating.
No, it is interesting. I mean, I think the one thing that's come up when I've shared music with my friends, Gallops and stuff, especially, if I was sending a track like Dark Jewel or something to show me, maybe what that guy got thrown over the barrier for.
That sounds like that would be the vibe, yeah. Exactly.
Well, one of the things I think is interesting is the decision not to have vocals.
Okay.
I mean, is that a decision, or is it just something that never even entered the frame when you come to put tracks on?
Kind of never. I've always been a lot more sort of interested in instrumental music, I guess. Or, well, not so much to listen to, but from making music.
Yeah.
And like none of us are singers, like by any stretch of the imagination. So it's not like it's not a it's not something that we'd never do.
Yeah.
I think if we were ever to have vocals on our tracks, it'd probably be like guest appearances, or they wouldn't sound like traditional vocals.
Yes.
We'd sort of process them beyond sort of recognition.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. Well, James, do you have anything in particular you'd like to ask? I mean, we covered a lot of musical-related things there. I thought you might want to jump in. Okay.
Yeah, will there be any sort of anthemic songs coming from Gallops? And I mean like something, something like with if you're into synths, the.
Well, like
that was good.
Yeah, that one. Or
right, so you like Europop? Yeah, you like
Europop, all that stuff.
Yeah. What question was that?
So do you ever come up with something like that? And you just said that there's no vocals involved. But
are you asking me if I'll ever make money from music? Is
that your goal?
Will you ever win Eurovision?
Absolutely not.
Send money to Mark from Gallops, please.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, mate. you know, I probably imagine a band like Europe probably set out to make a hit there, didn't they? You know, like
I think they stumbled on it myself personally.
Do you reckon?
Never heard of them again, did you?
Sounds a bit good for that, doesn't it? Surely they were trying a bit.
Song best represents.
I think he just.
What's that?
I think he
song
just
best
stumbled
represents
over
it?
it.
Which
That's a
song
good
best
question.
represents?
Yes,
I think he
that's a
just
good
stumbled
question.
over it.
Yeah, if we were going to play James a song to give him an actual education after this, what would we show him first, do you
No, I
think?
mean, he doesn't have to do the lyrics, does he? Remember that song, Barbara Streisand? And
Which
it was
one?
just him going.
What, that song? I did by Duck Soup? Whatever
Was it?
they were
Yeah.
called.
And it was
that,
Barbara
yeah.
Streisand. Do 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 do
Oh
do
my
do do
God.
do
Actually, to be
do.
fair, that was quite funny. That was quite funny.
And that's all it was, but it was a massive hit.
So these are kind of like
People
electronic.
googling Barbara Streisand,
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
disappointed.
yeah. So like, yeah, that's a very sort of pop sort of angle of music, I guess, which is kind of cool, and I respect that for what it is, but it's not something that I'm sort of interested in. Like,
Yeah.
We want Gallops at number one, don't we? Because it's Wrexham.
Right, but this is an interesting thing, James, again, isn't it? About, we have this conversation with everyone, it feels like, about, you know, what the aim is of what's being created.
Yeah.
You know, and what the definition of success for something would be.
Number one.
And that with music is so difficult and annoying because of things like streaming and makes things quite convoluted and decision-making convoluted about, you know, what your actual intentions are. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm figuring it out myself. I have no idea. Obviously, you've got a lot of experience of releasing stuff on, you know, different platforms, formats and everything. And
Yeah.
I mean, definitely not aiming this stuff at the pop charts. It'd be a misguided aim. But, like, yeah, I guess it's like, my main goal with it is just expressing myself musically and, I don't know.
Get a Grammy.
I guess I'd want my peers to like what I'm writing, you know. That's important to me, you know, and like, and sort of apart from that,
How long have you been going, Gallops?
What's that?
How long have you been going?
So 2007, sort of with a sort of short hiatus in the middle there, where we sort of changed lineups along the way. So we've been active again since 2016, 17. Yeah.
Maybe it could be like Pulp, because they were famously going for like 15 years or something before
Right.
before they even hit
anything
the
happens.
hit the big time in the Britpop explosion in the 1990.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my friends
Or
about
was
this
it-
the other day, and like a lot of Pulp's music early on was pretty poor, so you can kind of see why that didn't happen. But
Up the quality.
so I think This Is Hardcore is one of my favourite albums
great.
ever.
It's a great record.
Very dark after all that success.
Yeah.
Oh, the Pulp.
Yeah.
I haven't heard
the,
it.
The track "This Is Hardcore" is incredible. And the album's good, but like that track.
Oh, that track is great. Yes.
I love that. It's got that sort of almost like John Barry, James Bond sounding sort of like soundtrack instrumental. It's nice.
Oh, it's so lovely.
Very
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, great. Okay, but then also I think the thing, you know, with Gallops, when I think about all this stuff, it is that high energy performance. You know, what for you delivers a great performance, and what do you do to get into the mindset? Because for me, performing is like a difficult thing to do, especially in front of an audience live like that. And, you know, do you psych yourself up? Somebody taught me to jump up and down and scream in the bathroom to get my heart rate up before I go out on stage.
really? Yeah.
But like, you know, what do you have anything you do to get yourself ready?
Like a couple of pints.
Couple of pints, that'd be good, yeah.
Pints.
Can't argue with that.
That is so rock and roll.
Couple of pints, but not too many pints. I compare it to playing pool. You know, you sort of
Okay,
like 2 pints, you're like awesome at pool. 3 pints, shots there.
Inebriati.
That's conjured a graph in my head, that has.
Has it? Yeah.
It has, yeah.
When
A
do you get
sliding
bad at
scale
pool, James? How many pints?
Of success to failure. He's right about the pool, though.
I've played pool with you after about 10.
True. You get this sort of like zone. You know,
I'm at 3 pints on the pool.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm in the zone.
Yeah. I think you're about half a pint at pool. Before,
there aren't enough pool tables in town anymore.
There aren't. We got Old Swan. Where is even the next one? Tempin.
This used to be a pool town.
Yeah, it did. Hey, Lloyd's is gone. What do you think about that?
Lloyd's? Has it closed down?
It's just gone, James. It's just gone. It's closed.
No way.
It's hard for me to feel sad about a sort of chain.
There you
sort of
go.
Pub, but
Yeah.
like, obviously, it's got memories for me. Yeah.
So,
If the building's not going anywhere, is it? No. We're not missing the North and South Wales Bank.
I've heard rumours of a wine bar.
I have too, yes. I don't know what's going to happen exactly, but I've heard those rumours. So surely it won't be too much of a turnaround before it's open again doing something.
No, I mean...
So whoever takes over that building and decides to turn it into a pub, put
Wine
the
bar.
toilets
I
downstairs.
was about to say, yeah,
That would be good.
Right.
Downstairs. Don't put them on the top floor. What is it? 49 steps to get there.
Is it that many?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's against the point.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? 3 floors.
But no, we definitely don't have pool tables. Now you said that. I think there might be one in Ironworks. I'm not sure.
There's
if
definitely one in the
is.
Swan. I passed it today.
There's definitely one in the Swan, yeah. The one in the Swan's popular.
No one was playing it.
No.
It's quite tight playing ball there.
is
though.
tight,
Like,
that
the
one,
walls,
yeah.
Like, it's not...
Very tight.
Oh,
I'm talking like a professional there. I'm not very good at pool, but yeah.
no, me neither. With or without 3 pints. Yeah. How about we spin our Wheel of Fortune? That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do
All
that.
right.
James is going to guide you through it.
Go on.
Okay.
Come on, Mark.
Come on.
Here we go. Here we go.
Great.
So you put it on the bottom.
All right, here we go.
Do that, okay.
It would be great if you win. Oh, you might win. Oh my God, you might win. Oh, trending. Okay, trending's actually the easiest one of all of them. Yeah, you come back.
What does that mean?
We'll finish up with trending. So basically, we're supposed to just ask you about something like a trending topic this week. What's even going on, James? We've not got the World Cup anymore. We've not got an easy one.
No, we haven't. No,
What's
this
going on that's like actually not horrible?
trending?
Yeah.
I keep keeping there thinking about Roger the Crow, but he doesn't know nothing about him.
No, what's some bird that attacked you in the work car park? Yeah, okay.
Where I work, we fed this crow once.
Okay.
And now it stalks me on a daily basis.
Is this trending?
Apparently so. It's trending in your life, I guess.
It's trending in my life, yeah. He spots my car and he waits on the lamppost and then flies over. I've got a video footage, so we'll play that next time we play of Roger the Crow bullying me into feeding him. So, and he literally waits and then swoops in, watching my car.
Have you seen Avatar?
Yeah. Have I seen Avatar? I saw the first one.
Yeah. Not seen the new one.
No.
That was trending.
He's not into blue people.
That was trending. What else was happening?
Mithrigan.
What's that?
Megan.
Megan who?
The new horror film with the creepy doll.
Oh, Megan with a 3 instead of an E. Yeah, I've not seen that. I don't know what that
me
is
neither.
really. Yeah. What,
Megan
The Apprentice
one
is
of you
back.
guys?
Do you watch The Apprentice?
I don't. I'm aware of The Apprentice.
The Apprentice is, James, you'd be all right on The Apprentice.
I'd give it a go.
Yeah, you would give it
I would give it a go. The Apprentice.
That's like
Alright.
the brutal sort of like business thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where they do bizarre challenges, go and buy fish for as cheap as you can, etc.
I build something like a sauna for squirrels.
Yeah, that's it.
That's got to be good, isn't it?
That would be your business site. Okay.
It would,
Sounds like a
Sauna
YouTube
for
video.
squirrels.
But I'd have a theme tune done by Gallops as the end.
Oh, you filled the bath with Guinness. That was funny that you did that.
That was the funny story.
We googled after because he said he filled a bath with Guinness when he was living in 147 Gwenborough.
147 Gwenborough. That's the second shout out to that house.
That's a lot of Guinness. You know, that must
It was, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we
a big
searched to
bath.
see if we could remake it. It would have been a waste of about 150 pints, was what we found out.
Yeah, it was a big,
if you
deep
filled the
metal
bath like you say you did.
Well, was it a waste or did you drink it after?
We drank most of it, but by the time it got to the bottom, it's like flat and just
Yeah, well, that's
it lost its
Yeah.
fizz and. But
Some things are
some
worth
people
it,
still
though,
drunk it anyway.
Yeah.
Because well, at the end of a party, you'll drink anything, won't you?
You have to drink it
Sherry.
quickly.
You'll squeeze wine gums out into a sponge, won't you?
Yeah.
Just to see if you can get drunk on them.
Or a bath full of Guinness.
Don't try that at
No
home.
bath full of Guinness. Okay, so we've got a release potentially coming up. Was it March? You said
No,
it's not potential. It's in.
It is, yeah,
Great.
it is,
Okay.
yeah,
Do you have a
so-
date for it?
I'd have to speak to.
All right. It's not. Okay. Yeah. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
it's coming up.
It's coming up in March. Yeah. So.
And have you got any gigs coming up? that are
Yeah,
booked in?
so we are playing Focus Wales.
Yeah.
We'll be at that, Rob.
I believe that's on the Friday. Yeah, it is on the Friday.
Okay. The big one, the big tent.
Yes. The big tent there. So that's going to be awesome. Because obviously that's only been there for the last few years, and every time I've been in there, I've been like, oh, really want to play on the stage.
Yes.
Really good addition to the festival, I think. Sort of makes it feel a lot more festival-y.
It does, doesn't it? It's like a congregation. It's like nice.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
people do
yeah,
spread back into places like Central and the Parish for like the after party vibes. It does suit it.
It is really wild because that's like, you know, obviously Library Field's just like
Yeah.
a spot where I sort of grew up, like getting into mischief, and then
Here
there's
it is.
with like
It was a great spot.
playing, yeah.
Then they banned
circle.
booze, didn't they, on their thing? Because
They
the
banned booze
people
there.
in the council didn't like watching people getting drunk and playing football.
I imagine not. Yeah.
Bless them.
In the heat, while they're
God.
slaving over Excel spreadsheets and Word documents, etc.
Just close the blinds. I know.
Yeah, just close the blinds. Sorted.
Everyone's happy.
yeah.
then, yeah.
They were claiming that people were going into the bushes for the toilets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because
right.
the library wouldn't let them use the toilets. So, well, hello.
I see. Yeah. Well, we had trouble today in Bellevue Park. No one could go to the toilet. As to Living, nearest toilet wasn't working. So the nearest toilet was Smith's, the new toy shop. If anyone wants,
They got a toilet in
There's a toilet in Smith's toy shop. If
Is it
anyone
Smith's
wanted
or
to know.
Smythe's,
Smythe's.
dear?
I really want to say Smythe's, but
I
will
want to say
Smythe's.
Smythe's.
Not been in.
Absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. It's got what's that one that was on Sealand Industrial Estate?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Toys R Us. It's got Toys R Us
right.
vibes.
It's that sort of thing.
High floor to ceiling, stacked toys.
Okay.
Crazy in there. But yes, no, thank you so much for coming on and talking about things all to do with Gallops. I think it's good, you know? And
So-
then James is going to be at the front getting knocked over your speaker at your next gig.
Well, yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
I don't know.
What's it called when you dive into the audience?
Stage dive.
Stage dive. I'll do
Yeah.
a speaker dive. What about that?
Speaker dive, fantastic. That's good.
Woofers, tweeters, the whole big bass, everything.
Excellent. All right, yes, thank you very much for coming on.
No worries,
Yeah,
Steve.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Take care, man.
Great. All right. Yeah, look at that. You got that. Excellent. Oh, look
See,
at that.
he hasn't been left out.
All right.
Dreams do come true.
See you in a bit.
There's Mark
Ciao.
from Gallops there.
That was indeed. All right, I'm going to shift up a little bit. James, I believe that we are ready, just so slick as we are this evening.
We are
heading
slick
into
this-
our third guest.
Third guest.
Wow.
Beautiful.
And we have Miss Sarah. Who's next?
Who's the,
Oh, well.
do you want me to actually consult the official live in the window?
We've got the official live in the window.
So the official live in the window schedule, assembled by Sam and Bobby,
Right,
says
okay.
that we have Claire from Xplore.
Explore.
Please come and take a seat and let's have a chat.
And you don't
Thank
mind-
you so much.
Waiting a little. Are you enjoying it? That's our next guest.
Oh, excellent.
Hello.
Oh, look at this. We are rocking and rolling. And is everything... I'm just going to have a little double check that everything is functioning on our live end. It's always super delayed with
check, see
viewers
if
and
that,
comments. But I just want to check that we actually are still live. Live stream, still
2
live.
views.
Yes. Well, no, that's massively delayed, but I have to check that everything's up. Okay, and back to OBS. Right, we are rocking and rolling. So... please, pull yourself up, and I've got your mic right on the edge here. If we
Pull up
speak
to the
right into
bumper.
it only catches around the edge. And I would love to know, first off, who are you, and maybe a bit about Xplore. Why not?
Okay, so I'm Claire. I'm not Wrexham born and bred, as you
Okay.
can probably tell from the accent.
Okay.
It's a hybrid one. And I work for Xplore, which is a science discovery centre. Previously TechniQuest.
Yes.
Used to be on the Glyndor campus, and now we're in town where all the activities are.
You're right in the heart of Chester Street with those beautiful windows that keep getting cracked.
That's not so bad.
No, it's good, but it looks good.
It looks really
Like
good.
it looks stunning.
Yeah, it's
When they
really
first took over that building, I mean, did you see it that early on when it was TJ Hughes?
Just remember TJ. So
Okay.
the Christmas that I moved to Wrexham, I walked through TJ Hughes
Yes.
to get to what was the market, I suppose.
Good
then.
shortcut. It
It was
was.
a good shortcut.
Yeah.
Loved all the low tables and everything, and I thought I'll come back
Yes.
in a month or so, and then it closed.
Yeah, R.I.P. TJ Hughes. James, what do you think of that
should
cut
play the
through?
noise there.
My favourite thing about TJ Hughes was that you could go from Hembler Street to Chester Street quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that.
You can do it now.
We've
It's back
made
on the
a
menu.
walkway.
You have.
For that, the Wrexham people spoke, and we was like,
Yeah.
walkway, you got it.
Fantastic. And you also now get the colourful gift shop if you do that, which is much nicer
Yeah, the
than
science shop,
the
yeah.
dreary space it was before with the escalator right there. It was
Yeah.
very strange vibes.
It was like a time portal when you went through it, wasn't it?
It was screamed late noughties capitalism.
Yeah.
I don't know, something
Then
like that.
Get back into the 70s when you went on the other side of the street.
But
Before they changed the shop
You just go
fronts.
upstairs now. It still looks like the old TJ's in the second floor of Xplore.
really, that was probably like in my question list, to be honest with you. What's upstairs these days? Yeah.
Red TJ Hughes' red carpet.
Great.
All of the pillars are still there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And the you remember the old TJ's cafe?
Yes.
That's some
Wow.
of it is still there with a wonky
Okay.
kind of zombie apocalyptic looking sign with like the J hanging up.
I guess we'll concentrate on what's downstairs then.
Yeah.
So what's your role at Xplore?
I'm the community fundraising and outreach coordinator.
Perfect.
It's
Yeah.
a big mouthful. So yeah, basically in a nutshell, I work with any community groups. So if you're adults, more mature people, immature people, in school, out of school, anything. It's just doing not in school stuff.
Okay.
With school aged kids, but it can be anything around that. So after school clubs, events, science festivals.
Yeah, excellent. And how long have you been there?
6 years.
6 years. Yeah, that's a good stint. Yeah.
Very good stint.
Yeah, okay, cool. I mean, James, Xplore, when was the last time you went there? You know, what's your thoughts on it since it's been done up?
We have been in there. We was in there not long ago. You remember?
Not long ago at all, National Theatre Wales stuff that we were working at.
Yeah, that was... No. I find it an amazing place. I love all those little puzzles and optical illusions and things like
Got
that.
a favourite
Oh,
exhibit?
you love them.
Yeah, I just wish you had an anti-gravity machine in there.
That's science.
Like a well,
fiction,
you just
that's
go down and
science
just...
fair.
what's
look,
that, one of
we-
those
we-
velocity machines that...
We have a gravity well. That's one of the exhibits where you put the ball around and it shows you how
Oh,
gravity
yes.
behaves with planets.
And it
then
just...
we've got the twin one where you can, it's like orbits that go around.
Yeah, you do actually do corporate days as well, don't you?
We do.
I'm
you
trying-
Know we do it, yeah.
I'm trying to get my boss to do a corporate day there.
Yeah, we do the corporate days. They're like experience days.
Yeah.
So you can come and like choose off a program of activities. There's things like One Small Step, where you pretend to be an astronaut for the session,
Yeah.
and you have to navigate through outer space. There's another one called it's like a CSI type thing where you have to.
I love CSI.
You have to like try and figure out what's happened in this like cold case. It's
Oh, right.
cold case conundrum. It's called, and there's some other ones like an escape room type feel show. There's all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. There's the international trade game that gets pretty serious. You have teams and you have to you reach a different country and you have different resources.
Right,
and
okay.
amongst your team.
Do you get to pick your country?
Well, it depends on the presenter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it depends whether or not we're going to be nice to you or not. But yeah, so
James wants France.
It depends what France
I want
gets.
Jonathan Creek in there.
Usually the
with
best,
his hair
the best one is like Nigeria
duffel
because they
coat.
have loads of paper, but
Yeah.
they don't have like anything else. You have to trade with other ones. It gets really serious and the stocks go up and down. It's really fun.
Right,
That
yeah.
does sound cool.
I found the whole place amazing. And did you say there's nothing upstairs? Just
At
you
the
know,
moment, there's nothing upstairs.
just get people to play with the TK. What is it? TJ uses
TJ
pillows.
We use it as it's pretty much an empty space.
Right,
but
okay.
It's part of our phase 2 plans. So
Yeah.
downstairs was phase 1, which we're in and established and just doing what we do. And then phase 2 will be, I want to say coming soon, but coming soon is a yearly coming soon. So hopefully in the next couple of years you might hear about something going on up there.
Ah, brilliant. So you've always got
good.
plans for...
We've got room to grow.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I think a company should always be in the market for looking for different things that people are interested in.
Yeah, there wasn't really any way we could put an extension on, so we thought we'd best have somewhere to
For now, just put a sign up that says Abstract Maze upstairs too. You know what I mean? And just go and have a look up there.
I mean, if you remember the old Techniquest, and
I do.
You remember
yes.
the mirror maze in Zone 3?
Yes.
That's upstairs in parts. So
Right,
that's-
okay.
There is a kind of maze upstairs, but
Yeah.
not the one you were thinking of.
So circa like... Oh, what's that game? Crystal Maze.
Crystal Maze.
Yeah.
Catching the money at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if I was doing Crystal Maze, controversially, I wouldn't want you on my team.
Why
I
not?
think we'd slow each other down by arguing. I think we'd have to be on opposites. We'd have to be competing.
I'm not very good on what's it called?
Oh, maybe we'd complement each other. Yeah, maybe.
Escape room.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because I just think, oh no. The last
Oh,
time
no.
I went, we walked through, my friend Alex, we walked
Yeah.
through, because we thought the entrance
Alex, never heard of this friend. New friend unlocked.
is from work.
Okay.
New friend-in-law.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
friend.
Ooh, friend.
So we
Great.
walked through the what we thought was the entrance.
Yeah.
But one of the clues was right at the start of the entrance.
Ah,
Behind the
you
door
walked past
when you
it.
opened the door.
Yeah.
So when you opened the door, you never saw the clue.
Maybe
Yeah,
that
that's
was
bad,
the
that.
point.
That put us behind for a while.
I like it when
No,
the
it's just
escape
too
room
sneaky, I
person
thought.
sees how bad you're doing and they get on the tannoy and they're like, what if you looked at the door?
Yeah.
When you've got like 2 minutes left and you're
That's
like,
exactly what he did do.
Did he do that? Yeah.
I think it was like 8 minutes
are
or
you
something.
sure there's nothing under that table?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good.
Maybe you should look behind the door when you come in.
How are you with escape rooms, Claire?
I'm usually the one being told off.
Okay.
Like, you shouldn't be in there. Like that's
right.
like attached for a reason. That don't unscrew
Got you.
that.
You were
That's
just
fine.
ripping everything apart.
No,
in
not
there.
ripping. I'm just
Okay,
like,
yeah.
there's something here. The last escape room I did, there was like a puzzle on the back of a door again.
Yes.
And I
Nice,
was
nice.
Like, this
It's so
means
sneaky.
something. And then everybody else was off base. I was like, this means something.
It does,
And
yes.
then one of my managers at the time came across, because it was a team building day, and she was like, barged me out the way. She was like, I found something. I was like, I found it first. It means something. I couldn't figure it out. They did, but I just kind of mulled around and like, this is cool. Look in here. What's this?
Yeah. Well, Owen, I mean, what about you? Escape rooms.
I've never done it.
Never done one. That's
There you go,
crazy.
Rob.
I think if we put you and James in an escape room, I'd like to just watch that.
Yeah.
I don't know. You might be fine. You might hate each other afterwards.
Yeah, that's partially the reason why I haven't done it. But I think
Stressful situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deliberately, you're paying to be stressed out.
Maybe if I was in a large group of people,
Yeah.
maybe my talents would shine through.
Yeah. Okay. I can
And if
see
I'm
this.
bad, I can escape into the background a bit.
I think you would be good at an escape room. Mm-hmm. Why not? So would James. It's the right type of escape room.
Yeah, we went.
They're everywhere now. There'll probably be a Wrexham
Yeah.
escape room before Christmas.
Don't.
I'm surprised there isn't one.
Maybe that's going
Yeah.
to the old
Yeah,
Noise.
do you know what? That'd be all right, wouldn't it? It's big enough. If they put a second floor in, they could put 3 floors in that place.
Yeah.
Got rid of the toilets.
Yeah, the toilets. In fact, the toilets are that high up as well, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, man. All right. Well, what's the current state of play at Xplore? What type of things are going on? I mean, James talks about corporate days and stuff, but like, what's a day, the week like at Xplore generally?
Is it my week or just like Xplore as a whole?
Well, yeah, as a whole, because I think for the people I've spoken to, they assume that you have an awful lot of school groups. I mean, is that the case?
We do, yeah. So like Monday to Thursday, it's open to schools or groups to book on. So any group can book on, but it's like pre-bookings only.
Yeah.
Friday to Sunday, we're open to the public, so anyone can come in. There's an admission fee, and then we have different things on throughout the week. So on a Monday, we have Wrexham Mombies use our walkway for a parent and baby group.
Oh, that's nice.
We also
Okay.
do Warm Mondays, part of the Warm Spaces projects.
Okay.
It just depends, really. And anyone can use the space. That's one thing that we're kind of trying to get Wrexham to realise, is that we have a cafe and a walkway. It's open 7 days a week from 9:30 till 4:30. Come use it.
Yeah, Sundays you're open. Yeah.
We're warm.
Yeah.
We've got free Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You might not be able to go into the exhibition, but you can use that space.
That is nice, yeah. And I mean, I guess, yeah, to circle back a bit to what we said before, the last time we were in there for an extended period of time was the National Theatre Wales show, which used the walkway. And in a very much an innovative way, singing and performing, doing theatre in there.
It was
you
really
know,
cool. Remember the rehearsals? And I was like, somebody's singing. What's going on? And I opened the door, there was like loads of people. I was like, I'm so sorry.
No,
It was really
good.
cool. Yeah, and they used the site by the old Hippodrome,
Yeah.
the grassed area bit, which was really cool. So it was nice to kind of be using the areas.
Yeah, it was nice. Well, then, what about yourself then in terms of what are you doing in terms of outreach or community or fundraising? I don't know, what's your tasks? Are you doing things like writing funding bids and stuff like that?
I
don't know.
do.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of bids that we've been successful in, varying different projects. We tend to work with underrepresented and underserved communities, and that can be anything.
Yeah.
We kind of say if you're underrepresented in science or STEM,
Yeah.
then we want to try and get you to do those things. So whether it's girls doing science, whether it's disadvantaged people doing science, vulnerable adults, or even just adults that thought science wasn't really for them, we try and make it for them. Science is everywhere. I'm a trained hairdresser, which I never thought was sciencey until I started doing the job I'm doing now. I was like, actually, there's a lot of chemistry. Like, I literally put chemicals on people's heads and went, fingers crossed it works. Bit better than that, I suppose.
I hope so, yeah.
But yeah, so the science everywhere, and we try and highlight that to whoever we're engaging with. For instance, today I was in Mould making slime with a group of senior citizens, which was really nice. So we had eight very interesting individuals And we made some like solar-powered fairground rides first out of Connects. Then we did some like tabletop exhibits. They had a whale of a time. And then I was like, right, we're going to make slime. They weren't up for it to begin with, but I've never seen a group of people be so happy. Like, oh, look how squidgy it is. And it was really good.
Was that at the Daniel Owen Centre?
It was next door to it. It was in the Theatre Fluid building, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, that is quite varied then. Gosh, writing funding applications is...
Fun.
I think it's like quite a thankless task, because if you get it, it's the bit, then you do the thing, and it's the thing people don't see that helped it to even happen.
Yeah.
And then if you don't get it, like, you've just potentially spent months of your life on something, working really hard, that no one will ever know you did. It's very strange. It's a bit like writing. Any type of writing really seems to be...
So much work goes into it beforehand.
Yeah.
And then, like you say, if you get the money, you're like, brilliant, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to do the work. And
Yeah,
then
exactly.
Every realization sets in, and then, like, separate that, if you're not successful, you're like, oh, what could I have done better? Should I have said this? Should I have said that?
Yeah.
But one project we have got going at the moment is called Creative Chemistry.
Okay.
So the RSC have funded us to do 4
that's
community outreaches around North Wales. One's going to be in Hightown Community Centre, another one's going to be in Astute, and there's 2 others that one will be in Deeside and one will be somewhere else, probably Rel.
And is it theatre then?
No, so it's like, we do live science shows.
Yes, okay,
So when we do an outreach like that, we tend to do something that's fun and whiz-bang, that show you science that you can't do at home, or shouldn't do at home. And then we do lots of tabletop activities that you can come and just drop in and play, basically.
Okay, yeah.
So the Creative Chemistry show will be about sustainable chemistry, so like asking questions that, like, do you use any kind of toiletries? I'm assuming you do.
Oh,
shampoo,
yeah, generally.
conditioner.
Why not? Yeah.
Things like that, moisturiser.
Every now and then.
Deodorant, all that kind of stuff. But when you have a wash, where does it go?
I've thought this.
It goes down the
I was
drain.
thinking it the other day.
While you were doing a grant application.
No, I was washing and I was using something different, and I was like, God, where does all this stuff even go?
It goes into the water.
What's
But
the...
then I was thinking, like,
Yeah.
where does it? What happens before I drink it? I know what happens-ish, but I don't know in detail.
But this is what
Yeah,
this project's going to do.
exactly.
Yeah.
Great.
So,
Yeah.
Sounds
they
like a
look at
great
sewage.
project.
Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah.
really, really fun. But they're looking at, like, how you would clean the sewage.
Yes.
How do you clean the storm water?
Yeah.
Does our water become drinkable? Why can't we drink all the water on the earth? Why
Yeah.
can we only drink like 1%
Yeah.
of it? Stuff like that.
Oh, it's so good when you
making
get into
it
that with people.
sustainable and
Yeah.
it should be fun.
So it's like certain countries. Because I've been to a few different places now, and I love the reaction I get when I ask if I can drink the tap water, and the range is so wild. And I went to one
Are you
time I
mad?
was working in where
that
was
one
it? Slovenia.
Right.
I didn't know at the time they have some of the cleanest tap water in the world.
Oh, yeah, they
And
do?
Great. From Lake Bled or whatever it's from, I don't know.
Yeah.
And anyway, I asked at the hostel, can I drink the tap water? And they were genuinely offended that I would ask. How would you not know? Of course you can drink the tap water. What an awful question to ask. Yeah. But then I was in the USA, it's like, can I drink the tap water? It's like, oh my God, you didn't drink the tap water, did you?
Yeah.
And they want to call, hey, I think you drank the tap water. They're
Quick,
calling 3 people over
quick,
to check
call
I'm not dead.
911.
Yeah,
For Rob.
it's stunning how tap water... even in extremely developed countries, varies majorly to the point where it's a good thing I checked, no matter what the reaction.
Yeah.
I think.
And that's what we tend to do. We tend to ask the questions that people kind of wonder.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, even I've done it. I'm like, oh, where are all these things going? It's like, do you remember ages ago they did this whole thing about the microbeads being in like scrubby
They got
shower
banned.
gels?
Oh, right,
They
yes.
got banned,
Yeah.
but you still get scrubby kind of shower gels.
You do.
But they're not bad anymore, so they're not plastic.
Yeah, what
bits
happened
in
there?
them.
What are they?
Well, the one that I use at home has got ground up pistachio shells in it.
Smart.
Which is a waste product. No, you
Yeah.
can't do anything with that. So grind it up, put it in shower gel. It will exfoliate
Yeah,
skin.
but where does it go?
It's a
but that doesn't matter,
biodegradable
does it?
product, so
Yeah.
it'll be fine. So
Oh, right, okay.
nature will sort it out. Because either
Yeah.
way, it'll be, as it's been grown and if it was just left and we didn't eat the pistachio,
Right.
it will still go to the ground and biodegrade eventually. So just using it for a different...
I've got a technical question,
Oh,
boys.
don't be too sciencey. Okay.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Well, no, I've got this Monster Munch.
Great
The
question
crisp.
coming up. Great question coming up.
Well, I just thought, let's talk about the Monster Munch. A Monster Munch.
You got the picture? Show the picture. Owen's got the picture.
He's got the picture of
As in Monster Munch, the crisps.
the crisps.
Just check it.
If they are
Yeah,
crisps.
he's got
I
crisps.
don't know what they are. They're like an amalgamation of mush or something.
They're maize based.
Yeah, they're monster things. They're just circles with
Yeah,
like,
maize, that's it.
Yeah,
maize, yeah, which is
Yeah.
corn. I didn't know it was corn until.
You don't like corn.
No, I don't.
You won't eat corn on
I won't
Subway.
eat corn.
He says everything except the corn.
Yeah, I don't buy anything that's made by
That's what
a
he says.
Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah.
Green giant.
Yeah, they just stick to the beanstalks, for God's sake.
Okay, yeah.
All of them.
Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, the Monster Munch,
Okay.
we had this discussion. Someone came to my house and they had Monster Munch. I said, I was in the sauna,
Yeah.
and there was a woman in there, and she had a foot like the shape of the Monster Munch.
Okay.
So it was just four toes that
Does she have
outstretched.
the ring in the middle?
No, she didn't have
No,
the ring
just
in the
checking,
middle,
okay.
because I would have left if I would have left the sauna immediately if that had happened. Because I
Does she
just
have
thought,
four toes?
yeah, she had,
Okay.
yeah. Well, they were like just
But
spread
evenly
out.
spread out, yeah,
There
okay.
was lots of
Yeah.
space in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, you could hang, like tea towels and stuff,
Yeah.
in the middle of the thing.
Interesting use, but okay.
It was an interesting use. Maybe she does it at home. I don't know. She could do sit. Anyway, forget about that.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there.
So we got the Monster Munch out, and they had one. They were eating them at the time, so I took it out and I said, "I'll put that by the TV just to remind me." And it's still by the TV, like 2 months later.
And it looks
Yeah.
the same, crucially.
It looks the same.
There it is.
Nothing has happened to it.
Okay.
So, why isn't it not dissolving? Why is it not doing anything?
Great question.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's literally impervious to
basically,
everything.
Why isn't it mouldy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen the thing? You'll be able to find it online about the guy who kept McDonald's for like.
I have
15
seen
years.
this.
Yeah.
I've seen it
And
before.
it hasn't moulded. It's just gone. It's like a bit stale. Like it's lost its colour a little bit, but that's it. But it's still essentially.
Yeah. I
looks
think he
like a
bought it like
burger.
that late at night, didn't he?
Yeah, some people probably.
Go on.
So for something to rot,
Yeah.
you need a couple of things. Now I'm no expert, so I may
Right,
get
okay.
the science a little bit wrong. So I apologise if I do. But you need a certain water content
You do?
in food for things to mould. So maybe there's not a big water content in Monster Munch, so
Right.
it can't mould. You need bacteria to be able to live on it. It could be that whatever kind of everything's a chemical. So whatever they've used as a flavouring might not allow bacteria to grow on it. So it might be antibacterial possibly.
Right,
I don't
okay.
know. I don't mean as in like soapy. I mean like it just might not be the environment bacteria want to live in.
Right.
And you need bacteria to be able to get things to rot. You
Right,
need
okay.
fungi to grow on it. You need something to grow on it and to make a colony.
So what about maybe a solution of my own, like saliva, and I put some of it on it? Will it dissolve it?
It probably would dissolve it, and then you'd have Monster Munch.
That's what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to give it a coating of my own
Gonna
saliva.
gob on a Monster Munch.
I'm going to gob on the Monster Munch.
Oh my God.
I was
yes.
trying to be
Let's see what
eloquent,
happens.
but
Just
Claire
don't
said
tag
no.
Xplore in that picture. Just
No.
pretty sure the marketing
But we'll-
coordinator would kill me.
We will definitely give you an
Such
update
outreach.
on the Monster Munch.
I don't think the saliva would make a difference though.
But there's enzymes and bacteria in saliva.
It'll just break it down. So what all your saliva would do is digest it. So you'd be digesting the Monster Munch on your coffee table.
Externally.
Yeah. Well, at the moment it's just sitting there. Because
Yeah.
I'm thinking of making
Put it
its
in
own
the
account
bin.
for it on what was it? Instagram.
TikTok.
Oh,
Oh, I
TikTok.
didn't ask Mark about TikTok. He would have just said he didn't like it, probably.
Maybe and make like a little monument.
I suggested that.
Yeah, put it in some resin,
Good
polish
idea.
it up. You know, get like live in the window Monster Munch, stick it in the window. So
Yes.
you
I
sort
think
of
I
like
might do actually.
Take a selfie with your Monster Munch type thing.
Take it to Total Fitness and hand it to that woman.
Oh, with
That would be an awful thing to do. Don't do that, actually.
No.
Yeah.
Interestingly, though, if you didn't wear shoes, your feet would probably look the same way as hers because your toes are supposed to spread.
yeah, I know they're supposed to have some spacage.
Wait, so they're not
in-
spreading because I'm just keeping them closed up every day?
Shoes kind of make your
Wow.
feet stay as they are.
Okay.
Again,
Oh,
there's a guy on the internet
hers had
that
chasms.
stopped wearing shoes and he's got like really good movement on his
Oh,
feet.
he definitely doesn't have the vaccine. No.
She did have like massive chasms in between the toes, which I was
Maybe
like,
she's just
oh,
got really good range of motion
Okay.
in her toes.
Well,
She's
yeah.
double jointed.
maybe she's
Great.
triple jointed, quadruple
Triple jointed.
jointed.
How about we spin the wheel? That would be
Oh,
good.
dear.
Let's spin the wheel. You might win. I
might
think you
win.
win. We've got a prize
What
ready
do
to
I-
go.
What do I win?
You win
We've got a
well,
prize.
We'll show you if you win.
We have several.
Yeah.
Because we got it wrapped up
Plus,
like a really
we've
nice
got
prize.
we've got Is it a charity
It's not the
donation?
Monster Munch.
No,
It's
it's
not
not.
Oh, I'm just
It's
looking
the
now.
rest of the packet.
What happened to the diary?
Yeah,
We haven't mentioned the diary that was supposed to be given away.
The stream isn't open. The stream can't see. Sorry, we usually put the prize that we've got for the week on that gold plinth,
Oh,
but
right.
somebody's put like a mug for a company that we don't work for on there.
no.
So there's just a Security Foundry mug on the prize panel.
Right, let's turn it round.
It's
because-
not a Security Foundry mug, although they are Wrexham's cyber experts or whatever they are. Great.
Of course
Let's
they
spin
are.
the wheel. Go on, James. You can guide us through it.
Spin the wheel.
Right, switch to camera 3, which is oddly angled but works.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good angle, yeah. Good Dutch angle. I hope you get challenge.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's going to end up on talent.
I actually want you to win. You might win. Oh my gosh, you're gonna win. Oh my gosh, you won. Yes. Get in, you actually won. No, not the Security Foundry mug. We are not Security
Is that our
Foundry.
first winner?
Yay, I won.
I think that's our second winner ever from spinning.
We need a clap, clap, clap applause.
Do I need to share this with all my colleagues?
Oh,
at
no, the
work?
prize is gone.
Dullan.
I've got the one that's not wrapped up. No one can even hear me, I'm not on the mic. I've got the one that's not wrapped up. Oh, we're still on camera 3. I've got the one that's not wrapped up. Okay.
It's a spin the wheel mug.
Here's
Thank
your
you
mug.
very much.
Look at that.
Exclusive live in the window.
That's going to
Wonderful.
come in so handy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Look at that. Oh, yeah, I can't believe that. Second winner from spinning. We manifested that, I think.
We did.
Manifestation, true or false? You know, does it work?
Does it work? Law in the window. Law
Law in the window.
Law
James,
in the window.
James believes in manifestation.
Yeah, you've got to believe
I've got an interesting synchronicity story this week. I was
Okay.
coming out of work and I was talking to Emmy. If she's watching,
Shout out, Emmy.
Hi, Emmy. Monto. She said, "Don't say Manto because it sounds like Manto." But now I've said it. It should be Manto.
Is it manteau? Because it's the word coat in French.
Yeah,
isn't
it's Monto. Man.
it's monto or
Oh
manteau.
no, I've got it wrong.
You're the one who's done 360 days of French, not me.
I've been saying Manto.
353 actually.
Okay.
55.
Right, and you don't know whether an MA in French is ma or ma?
No, I
Okay,
don't.
fine.
I haven't got that
All right,
far
all right.
yet.
Oh, you haven't got that far yet.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Does it
We'll
change
just.
depending on who you're saying it to? If it's a girl's coat, is it different to a boy's coat?
Good shout. Good shout.
No, I don't know.
The only
don't
thing I know
think
about
Duolingo
French
works.
is that it changes.
Masculine venom. Anyway, coming out of work, and we was on about certain words, and she sent me this thing about a group called Dilettante.
Okay, I've heard of
And
that.
I said there's a word called dilettante, and it was like some socialite or whatever it's called.
Sound.
Yeah. And then when she got home, we was talking about that word.
Yeah.
That group came up. The first group on the radio came
Oh, yeah.
up.
And it was them.
Yeah.
That is synchronous.
It is synchronous.
But what was she listening to? Like Radio 6 or
But-
something? Maybe it was Likely.
But later on, I'm reading this book, and it's called A Million Things to Ask a Neuroscientist.
Great.
And the next chapter at night was when you hear a word and it appears everywhere.
Yes.
And the name of that phenomenon is the Biner-Meinhof phenomenon.
Yeah. It's like your glove on the floor thing, isn't it? It's the fact that it's in the front of your mind just makes
Yeah.
you notice it. It was always there.
It was always
It's
there.
just that you now notice it.
Yeah, so it's like a filter that you take off.
And I guess
put
that
on.
story was about why manifestation is real.
Yeah, because you
okay.
focus on it.
Right.
Whatever you focus on expands. Whatever you don't focus on shrinks.
Well,
Right, okay.
I suppose your brain can only process so much information at a time.
It's very poor at
There's
processing
some really good tricks that
information.
if I had my little box of tricks from work, I could trick your brain into doing different stuff, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool. But it's like optical illusions and stuff. Your brain can only process so much in one
It does.
time.
The conscious mind's very,
Yeah.
very poor
But
at
then it starts
processing.
if it sees something often enough, it starts to repeat it.
Yeah.
So it could be that with seeing a word, like you said, it's there. It's just that you kind of go, oh look, it's such and such. Oh
Yeah.
look, it's there too. It's because your brain's kind of like, oh, I saw this word, and oh, I'm seeing this word again. The word's there as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so try that at home. Pick a word and see if it appears everywhere.
I guess sort of the final section, really, part of the remit of what we're doing is to discuss culture in Wrexham and things that might be coming up and things like that. Xplore obviously are making a huge contribution to that in terms of their science output and offering, which is, I mean, if I was to name a place that does science in Wrexham, I'd probably think of Xplore, I mean, that's the thing, or TechniQuest before it. And so, what do you see as the role of science in, the future of the Wrexham City of Culture bids and things like that? How important is it? Where does it fit if anywhere?
Yeah, it fits everywhere.
Okay.
Like every person that will turn and say that, oh, this isn't science, we could probably explain how it kind of is. We want to make science accessible to anyone, no matter how old you are, what your background is, whether you speak Welsh or whether you don't, whether you speak a different language. It really doesn't matter. Science should be there and accessible to absolutely anybody.
Yeah.
One of the ways that we're trying to do that is through our science festival. So Wrexham Science Festival, everyone remembers how amazing that used to be, but it stopped in 2014, I think it was. I think just due to funding, or I'm not entirely sure. I wasn't really around or working with Xplore then.
It was good. It was big.
It was
big.
really big.
I remember.
It was massive.
Yeah.
And we, when we were Techniquest, we had some part in some of the development towards it. So one of our lockdown projects was they redid a little science festival in 2018, Daganfod Discover.
Yes.
And they went for when T-Palb opened.
Yep.
And during COVID, we got in touch with the volunteers who led that and said, so we're in town now. Wouldn't it be cool if we did a science festival? So we have. So this year is Daganfod's third year being run by Xplore and T-Palb. I'm on the team that organises it. So we're trying to do an annual event that anyone can come to. There is tickets involved in it, because obviously we've got the science centre that we need to pay for, and the more money that we can get coming into the event, the bigger headliners we can invite as well.
Like Brian Cox.
Oh, wouldn't that be amazing? Cool. We could have him outside on Helmsley Street, just go, look around.
I could imagine that, yeah.
We need him in Wrexham, don't we?
Or, Dar O'Brien, like the pair of them doing like
He's really good, isn't he?
Stargazing Live or something.
The
If
gas
you're
giants
watching
of
this,
Jupiter and Mars.
Yeah, he's got a really nice voice.
He has,
I
hasn't
could
he?
listen to him for hours.
And he can sing, things can only get better.
He was the keyboard player.
He can still sing.
Yeah,
He's
you
back.
can have a good go at
He
it,
was
couldn't you?
harmonising all the time, wasn't he?
I liked him. I watched him on something on the BBC the once where he had like ropes. He was explaining really complex physics, like theories, and I was like, oh my god, I get it. After years of college and didn't sink in, but he got it in one. So Daganfod Discover is going to happen every August in town, and it'll be housed in Xplore and T-Palb.
August is a good time to do stuff in Wrexham. I think, August, just people are in and out for holidays, but, children are
Tourism
off.
as well.
It's warmer. You can do stuff outside, usually with less
We did
hassle.
last year. We did it on the old Hippodrome site.
It's lovely.
It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I can't say too much about what's coming up because I'm shushed at the moment.
Just like Mark, no one can give anything away tonight.
No. Well, I tell you when.
August is good. August is good enough.
Give us a cryptic allusion to it.
Cryptic illusion.
Yeah.
What about what's going to happen at the
Yeah.
card?
Gosh, what task.
I got
Yikes.
confirmed.
Without you getting sacked.
It'll be on the first weekend in August.
Right.
There'll be live science shows happening in Xplore.
Brilliant.
Hopefully, there'll be some kind of workshop-y kind of Lego type thing.
Yeah,
Like
will
what
it
we're
involve,
we're hoping. Building, maybe. There will be, the whole point of it is science and art. So obviously we team up with T-Palb, so we're going to take our science to T-Palb and do science shows in their performance space.
Yeah.
And then they bring their art over to us, and then they do arty stuff in our building. We're hoping to have more of a performance art this year. So if anyone knows any choirs or bands or anything like that that are family friendly and are happy to bob
Family
along.
friendly.
family friendly.
I only know bad choirs.
Bad
No,
choirs.
Rob works with
Singing
a
with naughty
performance
words.
art company, so he can get them in.
Science and art is our remit, James, sometimes, isn't it? Remember when we did a really big blockchain project? You remember that, don't you?
Yeah, I do,
Went to
actually,
Cardiff,
yeah.
Talked about it.
We did, didn't we?
Come do a podcast in the walkway during.
That's good. This is science and art meeting
This
together.
is science and
Yes.
art. Yeah.
This is science and art.
Technology, STEM, it's all of it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So hopefully we'll have some good headliners.
Yeah.
Some interesting stuff that's going to be happening probably going to have slime making again because that's always fun.
It's always fun.
Some interesting kind of hands-on. Everything will be hands-on.
Yeah. Will we be setting fire to magnesium ribbon?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, I do like that. And chucking
to make
potassium slivers onto water, watch it spinning.
I mean, if you would like me to incorporate some kind of like hydrogen pop into the show,
definitely.
Then I would try and make that happen.
I bought my daughter when she was about 4 years old make your own volcano kit. I absolutely loved it. I went out and bought my own. Straight afterwards, I thought, why is she all the fun? It was really good.
Carbon vinegar.
That's all it was, yeah.
Bit of red food colouring. Make it
I already had them ingredients in my cupboard.
Yeah, there you go.
Wasted £5.
They really got you there, didn't they, with that kit? Yeah.
Just
Wasted
like a
£5.
bottle and put a little hole in the top of the lid, vinegar, bicarb, lid on really quick, and step back and it'll start to squirt.
I'm going to try that. But I did do. They did have like a plaster of Paris. I don't know who Paris is. Plaster of Paris, and I'm learning French. Can't even say the word Paris.
Yeah. Paris.
Made myself a fool.
Too used to saying Paris.
Yeah, Paris. So anyway, I made a plaster cast of a volcano.
Cool.
It could have been Krakatoa, could have been Vesuvius, could have been, I don't know any more volcanoes.
Etna.
Could have been Etna.
Well,
that's a
thank
trio
you very
of
much for coming
volcanoes.
on, Claire. on that note, before we have every volcano
bombshell
in the world
eruption.
listed. Favourite volcano before you go?
Oh, the one on Mars.
The one on Mars?
Mars?
That's a very cool answer.
Yeah, well, I think it's a volcano. It's definitely a mountain.
Mine is Krakatoa because
Yours Krakatoa.
Well, it was famously the loudest volcano ever, wasn't it?
Right,
It's
okay.
got a cool name as well.
Yeah, it's Krakatoa.
What was the name of that one that stopped planes for a bit in 2008?
Oh, that was the one where the newsreaders had to go on a course on how to pronounce it. Just
it was proper long.
Yeah, I for the
Icelandic.
Jew or something.
Anyway, you
Had
know,
like a 20 million
I'm
syllables.
sure you weren't, so
Yeah.
far away. Maybe. Okay.
If you had that as a charade, you're knackered.
Yeah, you are, aren't you? Yeah,
Yeah, it was a
good
scrabble
luck.
word, you'd
One
be
word,
landed.
50 million syllables, wasn't it?
Right. Thank you very much, Claire,
Thank
for
you
coming
very
on.
much. Thank you, Claire, for coming.
Thank you
talking
for the
everything.
mug
Yes, the
as
mug.
well.
Excellent. Yeah,
Take the
appreciate you
mug.
coming on.
Congratulations.
We will see you in Xplore soon, I think.
Come visit us.
Awesome.
And postcard Rob for the box that it came in.
Yeah, we got some. Yeah, we've got no bubble wrap for you, but it'll be all right, I think. Yeah, great. No, thank you so much.
That's Claire,
See you
everybody.
soon.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Bye.
I'm
We're
just
very
gonna-
slick tonight because
I'm
we're
gonna-
moving from guest to guest to guest, aren't we?
I'm going to take a sip of water before our next guest, so that I don't. I feel rude sipping because the bottle's so loud.
I sneakily sip.
sipping. Loud.
I sneakily sip on when people are watching. Yeah, just to make sure that I'm human.
I have to space it out.
Right. Check everything's still running here.
We've covered some topics tonight, haven't we?
Wait, that said it's
Everything's
unlisted.
still running.
Visibility.
Any comments that we can look at? Am I
Visibility.
on? We're
Oh, God.
on schedule
Why is that
too.
We'll
not-
get some viewers.
But maybe it was already. Wait, is that actually why you couldn't see it earlier?
It must be.
Why? What is it?
Oh, jeez.
The video was unlisted.
We did half of it unlisted.
Oh.
No, it doesn't really matter.
Are you gonna list
because,
it now?
It's
Oh, and now it's just popped on. The notification.
has it?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good time for our third guest, James. Let's go.
Let's go. And our third guest is Sarah Griffiths
Awesome. Come on over.
from Dragonfly Meditation.
This is very exciting.
It is exciting. I
This
love
is it.
meditation.
Can't
I
wait
love
for
all
this.
forms of it. I read about it. I breathe it. Ironically,
Yeah.
it's great.
Well, welcome. Thank you for coming on. Yeah,
Thank you for
I
inviting me.
appreciate it. You know,
Don't ask me about volcanoes.
I won't ask you anything about volcanoes, I promise. I can't promise on behalf of James, however, but we'll have a very good go. So I'm wondering, what is it, who are you? Where are you from? What do you do?
Okay.
Some basic stuff.
That's a bit of blind date stuff. That,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
sure.
So I'm Sarah, and I'm from Wrexham, born and bred here. And I'm part of, I founded the company Dragonfly Kids.
Okay.
And also Soul Sanctuary UK. So Soul Sanctuary is for adults, Dragonfly Kids for children.
Okay.
So really the reason why I started doing it was for myself, meditation for myself. So about 7-8 years ago, suffered quite badly with anxiety. So I was introduced to meditation just through a DVD. Someone gave me a Paul McKenna DVD at the
Oh,
time.
wow. Paul McKenna was big news.
He was.
It was massive news.
How to
when
Stop Smoking?
Yeah,
Was
was
that
it?
book?
All,
Was
it was
that
that time.
Get Rich Quick,
that
Okay.
year.
Get Slim.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
that
How to
year.
Get Rich.
This one was How to Stop Being Stressed or something like that.
Right, yeah.
So I remember putting it on and just doing what he said to do, and it was literally breathing.
Okay.
And all the sort of pumping feeling in my body, you know, I don't know if you've ever had anxiety, but you get this sort of like pumping in your body, like you can't breathe properly, and it just sort of all started to chill out a little bit. I thought, maybe there's something in this. So then from there, gradually, I just started building it up and doing a lot of meditation for myself, but not just meditation. I sort of started doing more personal development as well, like reading different things, listening to more positive stuff. And that's how you and I met, didn't we, James?
It was, yeah.
I can't remember the very first time we met. But
You came to my lecture
I
on
know
biological
but
mindfulness.
I'm not sure how I got there.
Where was that lecture?
It was in the hub.
It
The
was,
hub,
It
okay.
was
The
a
hub.
while ago now, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
When we was in the hub.
Talking about the brain.
We were in the
which
hub,
you
yeah.
were
Brain.
just talking about now.
Yeah.
So 2018,
big
2019.
on the brain.
Was that when it was?
That was the 2 years we were there almost every day, it feels like. Yeah.
So,
We were.
yeah, and then 4
Another
years
chapter.
ago, I decided to do a sort of meditation course to become a leader, and then I was going into schools and doing meditation with children in schools, and I just noticed the difference it had, the effect it had. And it's not just meditation. I do breathing and different activities. I talk about emotions with them and get them to understand the reason why they're doing it before we do it, because we all need to know that, don't we?
We do.
So, so they sort of talked to me about why they're angry and, you know, why they feel sad and things like that. And then
What age are we talking?
So when I go into schools, I do from nursery right up to like year 6. So from
10,
to
11. Yeah, okay.
but I've recently gone into high schools as well. So but I've also got my own evening session after school, and they're sort of 7 to 11. The kids that come to that one. So so it's pretty good, really. And then because I knew that meditation had done so much for me, I thought actually it's not just the children that need it; it's their parents. So I just 2 years ago I put on a class in Gresford.
Okay.
And then it just filled. People wanted to come, and then gradually, and then just built on that, really. So it's good.
Oh, amazing.
Good.
Yeah, that's very cool. I mean, me and James, we discussed about meditation. I've discussed it with Owen. I've done an impression of the Headspace app on one of our podcasts. Yes.
That's how I did a bit of Headspace
Right,
to begin
okay.
with, actually.
Yeah.
But then it started to get on my nerves a little bit, so then I changed it. I think it's great, but then I just couldn't do it for a long period of time. So then I
Right,
changed
okay.
it. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I think it's a really good app, but
Right.
sometimes you just need a different voice. Don't you?
You do. It's a different, like maybe Brian Cox voice.
That's why I use Insight Timer instead.
Yeah.
Different
do you?
voices.
Because of that, because you like the different voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay, that is interesting. I mean, James, when was the last time you meditated?
I meditate all the time, actually.
Come on,
I was
then,
doing.
last time.
Do you remember when we was talking about the frequencies last week, and I couldn't remember the name of it? I
What,
went
brown
home.
noise or whatever?
No, it wasn't. It was binaural beats. That's
Binaural beats.
binaural beats.
Yeah, okay.
So these are certain frequencies that sort of get in tune with the rhythms of your brain. So it's like a bit like brown noise, but kind of different. So I was doing one of those on Monday and Tuesday morning when I woke up, because I was just. But I'm quite sort of like, I don't have lots of things going on. It's pretty much like an elevator list of stuff to do. And as I do that, the next one comes up. So I just move along through the day like that. I don't really have a lot of anxiety or about anything, because I think just doesn't matter, just do it.
Wow.
Just get on with it.
Yeah, let's think about this. Meditation, I think.
That's the whole point.
is,
Don't think, Rob. Stop it, Rob.
But it's,
Do
you know,
it.
you've got to... You've got to be able to get into that mindset. I think it's very difficult for people to start and then continue with, because we're so used to being bombarded with information, especially, whatever, that even the idea of 10 minutes of quietly just breathing and thinking and trying to think about nothing is quite a huge task, and it's certainly a difficult thing to master for people that are just starting off. You know, what would you say to help them continue, or what could they do to make it a little bit more of a straightforward transition?
Yeah.
It seems tough to me. I stopped every time I tried to start.
Yeah, I mean, so in my sessions when people come in, I always say it doesn't matter if your brain goes one way and you just try and bring it back to the breath. It's all about teaching the brain to feel calm or to be still. Because like you said, we've got so much going on all the time, haven't we? Phones, emails, people wanting you, all you know.
Monster Munch.
So Monster Munch. I tell you what, you put me off Monster Munch. What are you talking about?
People badgering you on the internet to come on a show in Wrexham.
No, so it is hard for people to sort of feel calm and still and stop the brain from whirling. And there's no right or wrong way to do it. I always say just go with it. If you and acknowledging the brain, well, acknowledging the thoughts, not the brain, acknowledging the thoughts going off on a tangent is the first step, I think, because then you can decide to bring it back.
Yeah, okay.
You can think, right, actually, okay, I know I'm doing that, but I'm going to bring it back to the breath. And that's why it's called meditation practice, because I think because the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And that's what I've found, that people, when they come to the sessions, if they're doing it a little bit at home as well, or just committing to do that hour every week, they know for that hour, right, I'm going to do some breath work to begin with, to calm myself down, and then just relax, you know. And I just guide people through it. Just find that, like you say, if people are new to it and just lying there and just not doing anything, not hearing anything, it's hard, isn't it? So I tend to help people and just guide people through it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. No, that's interesting. You know, James and Owen as well, you've both got more experience in this area than I have. You know, what are some things that you'd like to ask? Maybe Owen especially, you know.
You do meditation, Owen, yeah.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Yeah.
What's your favourite meditation technique? Lying in the bath, just feeling the heat.
Lying in the bath?
That's a meditation thing.
I don't. Is that so?
Yes. If you don't put the water over your head, Owen. Keep it below your neck.
Or
And
if you
you're
get
safe.
into too much of a trance and you just slowly sink into the water.
No, it doesn't happen. Because most baths these days are not like the olden days where
The one you put the Guinness
they're
in.
like 50. Yeah, the one that one was dead deep.
Was
you
it
could
dead
literally
deep? Yeah.
drown. It was really deep.
Was
I
it?
mean, I've got like some
Imagine that, drowning in
mediocrely
Guinness.
length legs.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
when
yeah.
I used to climb over, I would literally have to hang on to get in that bath.
Yeah.
Now they're all shallow and plastic, maybe for health and safety. I don't know. But you can't drown it. Well, I suppose you could, but
So
It's very hard.
Anyway, Owen, what do you enjoy about meditation? What's kept you going with it?
Very good for managing my anxiety and stress levels. I do it a lot before retail shifts.
Right.
Wow.
I
Owen
have
gets bullied by customers down the shop, do you?
a bit on the nose, James.
Wow.
Did this stress you?
You get bullied by a crow in the work car park.
Yeah, I know I do. And that was stressful.
That makes us even.
He won't eat bananas, by the way. He's not interested in them.
What's his name? The Crow.
Roger the Crow.
Roger the Crow. Yeah.
Yeah, Ritual named him Roger the Crow.
I'm not liking this regularly coming back to Roger the Crow thing. I think we might have to kill it. Not the crow. Just the coming back to it.
We still haven't mentioned the diary. We've forgotten about the diary.
You made everyone write in the diary, and I just, God, I'm not. I can't even.
We're going to
read it
give the
without
diary away
laughing.
on the last show, aren't we?
The diary does fit quite well with what we're talking about, so you go ahead and explain the diary because it does fit.
Okay.
It does. The diary, I bought a diary, and it was famously, well, infamously.
Infamously, oh, great use of infamously. Why not?
It was the wrong size. I thought it was A5. Rob said it was
It's A6. It's postcard size.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
just
right.
Tiny man. Little thoughts.
ridiculously small. And I'd already wrote in it, buy a camper van, buy something else. And I thought,
What?
I can't use this anymore.
You wrote in your diary, buy a camper van.
No, on the goal things.
Oh, goal.
quite like the idea
You
of
want a
just-
camper van?
Well, I would like to just get up one day and just go to maybe Dundee, as I mentioned
Maybe
earlier.
Prestatyn. Maybe Pontins.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Starting.
Talacra.
I've been to Talacra.
Where else are you in it? West Kirby? I don't know.
I went to the what's that place?
Anthony
where-
Gormley.
Yes.
I knew you would
Crosby
be thinking of that one.
Beach.
Crosby Beach.
Oh, it's lovely,
I
isn't
haven't
it?
been there yet.
Oh,
I need
it's
to go to Crosby Beach.
it's well worth going.
Yeah.
Go on the train. It's a 5-minute walk away from it.
Oh, is it?
Sorry,
onto
we,
the
we
beach,
went
see all
off on
the
a thing
rusty
again,
men.
didn't we?
What
what
was
is the
the
diary?
for then?
Oh well, the diary was.
Is it like a journal or a diary?
It's both. So I write
Okay.
little notes and squiggles and little things that come into me. I thought,
Yeah.
oh, well, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Then underneath I write, no, it isn't. So that can happen when I reflect on the weekly
He's
thing.
decided to give it away because he has no use for it because he wants an A5 diary.
I've got one now. I don't
Yeah.
like the colour of it. It's bright red.
Is it really tiny lines as well? Like thin
Yeah,
lines?
no good.
Yeah.
Needs to be double spacing, single spacing.
Do you I know you said you journal, James. Do you have a guided journal or do you just like go at it on some blank
It
lines?
depends on what topic I'm going through. This week it's neuroscience because of the book.
Oh, I was just thinking more like writing down what you did in the day before you go to bed.
Oh no, I don't.
you don't
like
do that.
I do short little things like
Yeah.
I put an arrow for the time and then maybe KFC stuff like that.
And like a detail of when you went to KFC and what you had.
But I will detail
Yeah.
important events. Like today, I'll write about
Or
Bellevue
when King
filming.
Charles came.
When King Charles came.
Sarah
Did you write
came.
that? Okay.
When Sarah came, yes.
Most
Yeah.
important bit.
No, exactly. No, it is very important. This is
It's
it.
all very important. We put it all down.
In all seriousness, though, I think journaling is amazing. Like, I think
It
that's
is.
helped me so much.
You
just
rate it?
journaling. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Sweet.
do.
You do, yeah.
It's
Just, I
physical
remember-
counselling is what it is.
and just
isn't
sort
it?
of getting
Okay.
the thoughts out your head, putting it on paper, because otherwise it can just spiral, can't it?
Yeah.
You know, you start thinking about one thing and then the next thing comes, just like going on Facebook and you just stay on there for ages. It's the same with your mind, isn't it?
From a therapeutical point, you're
So,
taking.
Yeah.
But
So
I
think-
have a question related to that, though. In
Okay.
that case, I write things down that happen in the day, and then I still think about them.
Right.
What
yeah.
more can I do? I'm going to be like Dante. I'm going to lose my mind writing on the walls what I did all day.
Like
Yeah.
that bloke
When
in
you're
Seven.
writing what's happened in the day, then are you just saying, "I went here, I did this," or are you actually putting your thoughts on there?
Right.
and
So
your
I should. It should be
feelings?
more. It should be more about how I really feel about what happened, not like a
Do your
diary.
diary thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
like, yeah.
That might help me
And
let
then
go
maybe
of it.
what you want to happen.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time we write all the negative stuff down, don't we? And what we wished hadn't happened and all that sort
Right.
of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe just switch that on its head and then focus on maybe what you want to happen. Or
Right,
like,
okay.
the positives that happened that day.
Manifestation. That's what we were
You were
talking
just
about that
talking
one.
about that.
Manifestation.
I
yeah.
really believe in manifestation.
I'm a
Love
great
it.
believer.
And I
But
just think, why not?
why not
Why
indeed?
not?
But isn't manifestation like, I mean, not to push back on it too much because I do to some degree agree, but if I believe I am
Rob's a
like,
believer.
yeah, but there is like surely if I believe I am, for example, doing well, of course I'm doing well because I only have my own view of the world. Therefore, manifestation is less about like making something happen and more like believing that things are what they might not be objectively. That's tough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think-
to what
I-
degree is it just,
That's very-
practiced delusion? And to what degree is that good or bad? Because fake it till you make it. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
But if you do the fake it till you make it properly, then
Do it properly. Yeah.
You get that.
the fake it till you make it actually works.
Right. I do have to say, people who are like optimistic and confident, they do like live longer and like have less bad diseases and all these studies they've done
Yeah,
on
of
it.
course.
People who are like, this is good, everything is good, actually do tend to have a better time
They do.
for obvious reasons.
I know.
They think it's great,
And
so
that-
how could it not be great?
That's, I suppose, what I think is, instead of questioning whether manifestation is a thing, I just think, well, I'll just believe it's a thing, and then good things will happen to me.
It was
That's the
seen
way I
as,
just
it's
think.
Which they have.
straightforward.
Because I did used to think I was quite a very negative person before,
Right.
and it
I
didn't
can't
get me
believe that.
It didn't get me to a great place, so I was like, well, there's no point going back there, is there? So,
No, it's no
You're in a
point
good
going back
place
there.
now.
in a good place, yeah.
Because
So-
you're doing great things, aren't you?
Well, I think that's it, isn't it? When you feel like you're giving back to someone and you're seeing other people feeling good from what you're doing, then it does make you feel good.
I think there's a book, and I think it's called "The Body Keeps the Score."
Right.
So all the things that you do, like I think the saying is, the giver always gives to themselves first.
Yeah.
So when you're giving this like sharing thing, and you're not doing it for any other reason because you want to, then the most person that gets the benefit of that is yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're not doing it in a conscious, I want that, so I'll get this.
Yeah.
I give out this and I get that. That's not actually sharing, that's trading.
Yeah.
So if you're
sort
doing
of
that mentally,
enjoying
you're
what
doing
you're
it wrong.
doing, enjoying the journey, you know, enjoying
Yeah.
feeling good about what you're doing, you're going to achieve what you want.
I enjoy sort of putting the baked beans straight at Tesco's. You know, when they yeah, I do.
Oh my God.
Only because when people are coming along, they think, oh, are them thingy beans? And I think, no, they can see they can see all the labels lined up, can't they? You know, you're putting order into the world, and you can do that at the Tesco petrol station. You can do it
Rumbling,
anyway.
you put order into the world in Tesco.
Eh?
Rumbling.
Yeah,
Me
Rob,
and you did that.
Rob was a big rumbler.
In
Used to
Tesco,
rumble.
they call it rumbling. It's when they put
Lawrence, can
when
you
they
rumble
put
aisle
staff
22?
to make the aisles look neater by dragging the nearest product to the front and
Oh,
positioning
yeah.
it correctly, so that when you walk down the aisle, you have the illusion that it's all perfectly put together.
Yeah.
And you know, there's key times in the day where they do rumbling, which is post the morning rush, the lunch rush, and the work rush. Really, people
really?
tend to rumble afterwards. So Tesco have their staff, I guess, or at least they did 5 years ago, whatever.
Do you work in Tesco?
Yes, that's how we met.
I
Me and
worked,
James.
Yeah.
I worked in Tesco.
God, we could have all
I
met
did.
there.
We've all
When
been
it
there.
first opened, the new one, I was on the checkout.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow, okay.
Maybe I've
16.
subconsciously seen you there.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, you were doing it for time. Tesco al fresco.
Tesco
James
Alfresco.
travelled the world thanks to Tesco
I did all the way around the country.
via the Travelodge system.
By the,
Did you?
No. Wasn't. It was a Premier Inn system.
You got to go to Premier Inns.
It was all
for Tesco al
Premier
fresco.
Inns. Always
Really, that's gone
Premier
up in
Inn.
my estimation. I honestly thought you did Travelodge tour.
No, it was always Premier Inn.
Travelodge always used to be $29.99 at their cheapest room, and now it's starting to creep up. You're very, very lucky to get a $29.99
Beds are
room.
lovely, aren't they?
When I went to Rill on like a Thursday night, and the Travelodge was 60 quid, I was furious. I needed to meditate after seeing that, because it was just a random Thursday. Nothing's happening, but I had to stay in Rill for something in the morning.
Yeah.
What?
60 quid.
How is that one 60? Anyway,
Rob's pet peeve of
Yeah, not good.
hotel prices.
Will's all right.
Rearing its ugly
Will's
head.
all right. Yes, okay. How about we spin the wheel?
Okay. Oh, you had
No,
a
I
winner.
think, do we have a breathing technique or a meditation
I was
technique?
Before we
gonna
spin?
say, do you want
Yeah.
to do some breathing?
Yeah, should
Do
we
you
do
think
some
it would
breathing?
work well on here?
Will you do that? All right, let's do breathing
Let's
before
do
we spin the
breathing.
wheel.
So
Do you want to be
Funny.
before we spin the wheel or after James, the
Okay.
breathing?
I think we should do it before.
Okay, we'll do it
Yeah.
before then. We'll
So
do it
let's manifest. Let's see if we
before.
can
A win.
manifest.
See what,
What,
the
we're
manifest
gonna-
the second
what do
win.
we want on the wheel?
Right, so we have a look at, we'll go through the actual
Okay.
segments on the wheel.
Remember, we can't hear. You can pick your mic up and walk with it a bit, though.
I do feel like, what's it called?
Yeah, about that much.
I'll do.
I guess. Yeah.
Oh, right, sorry. So we've got winner, Beth Preen Powell. Oh,
that
can you do
means
That
the...
was miserable.
What?
I've been, what's it called? Really taken down a peg for Welsh pronunciation there, by the way.
I just don't know what pre is. I can't remember.
Beth Preen Powell.
That's-
Come on,
that's
Owen.
That's absolutely diabolical that you wouldn't know how to pronounce any of those
Beth.
words.
Well, it's Beth,
Beth,
isn't
Preet,
it?
Pew.
Beth is fine, yeah. You get away with that one.
Preed.
Freed. Just
Preed.
Preed.
Preed, yeah. Like Michael Preed, who played...
And say that last one. I want to hear this last one.
Pooey?
I mean,
Close
you weren't a
enough.
million miles away. I like to say
Poi.
pooey, but
Poi.
they think it's funny when you say pooey. Everyone thinks it should be poi, I guess. Poi.
Poi.
Yeah.
Beth,
Poi.
Preet,
Owen, is
Poi.
that closer?
Beth
Poi.
Preen Poi?
Pui. Yeah.
What does
Poi.
it mean?
Beth Preen Poi.
I just don't remember what preed is.
What?
Owen, what does it mean?
What, when, who?
What, when, who?
Okay.
Hey, I've got a fun fact for you. If you
Yeah.
got the question, what, where, when,
Yeah.
if you replace the W with the T,
Yeah.
you answer them questions. What about that for a fun fact? You're all trying to do it now
I'm
in your
trying to
head,
think
aren't you?
what you
What
said.
would be that?
Yes.
Where
When?
would be
That
there?
Yeah.
When would be then?
Yes, there you go.
How would be toe?
No, I didn't say how.
I'm joking. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Man,
Oh, all right then. What were we doing? Going through it?
Yeah, we're going
go
through
on,
it
keep
now.
Going, then, keep going.
So it's Beth Preen Powell.
Yeah, so that's just it's just Welsh.
Yeah.
It's just like quick fire questions.
Yeah. What, when, where?
What are you? Where are you?
Okay.
Question mark, trending, art, spin again,
Truth or dare?
Truth or dare?
truth or dare, the phone, challenge, I'm looking at story time, pound sign, what's that? Blay Pam Sut?
It's the opposite question words in Welsh.
Right, yeah. Blay Pam
You
Sut,
getting
question mark. Oh, I see, it's the same ones. But I never knew there was two lots of the same ones.
Two lots, yeah. Mark
Wait a
painted that.
Yeah.
So do you think, am I doing it now or in a minute?
Yeah, I think
Mr.
to be honest,
Now
I
you've
think
read them out.
the breathing technique's gone out the window. He stood up and everything. I think you should spin it now. Then we'll do that when you come back. We'll finish with breathing to calm down before our musical guest.
So are we going to have a guess of what it's going to land on, the four of us? We all focus...
No. We've got to manifest it, and if we all manifest it together, will that potentially help it?
Yes.
If we really want it to land on something in particular.
Yes. So if we...
Would you like to win, or is that too on the nose?
Satanic
pick something
ritual,
else?
everyone.
Yeah, we could pick one that has two. At least you've got one in. That's a good one to try and manifest. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go for Mr. Turn.
Mr. Turn.
Don't have to do anything.
You just don't spin it again ever. And
Oh,
you're
but-
banned. Yeah.
Maybe we should get us to spin again
Manifest
then.
a ban.
No?
Yes, I'm ready.
Go on.
I'm really thinking about it.
Mr. Turn.
Mr. Turn, Mr. Turn, Mr. Turn, Mr. Turn, Mr. Turn,
Turn,
Mr.
Mr.
Turn,
Turn,
Mr. Turn, Mr. Turn, Mr. Turn.
Oh!
It actually was close. I think we got it like a bit closer than it would have been.
Well then.
I don't know. We've landed on the
just
phone
needed
twice
to
tonight.
push-
The
push
original
it.
idea was like that what we would send someone a message or phone them on the show because we can do that with this system.
Something
But
cool in your
we don't
gallery.
do it. We phoned Scott once when he was late. It
We are
wasn't funny at all.
trying to get the bloke who's
Managing
Paul,
the Premier in.
Paul, who's walking across America. So if you...
Paul from Penakai is
Paul
walking
from
across
Penakai, yeah.
America.
I know him quite well. I've known him for years and years and years.
Where is Paul from Penakai?
Fantastic bloke. He's been running, he's been doing marathons. He did the Marquis de Sable, which is like 8 days of running
Marathon
in the
de
desert.
Sable, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's
Spencer Matthews did that.
It is just
What charity
it's
are you
got to
doing
be
it
such
for?
one of the grueling marathons ever.
Yeah.
And you've got to be properly insane to do it, I think, in my book. So
You got to
big
be
up
mad.
to
Very
anybody that does that. So
Yeah, good luck.
if we
running
can get
across the
him
desert.
for next time, we'll ring him. Well, we'll ring him anyway.
We'll just ring him.
Yeah, and
just-
you're not going to like
Well,
this,
then
Rob.
ring him. My
But-
special guest is cancelled.
But Ryan Reynolds has already rang him.
Rang him.
Rang him.
Yeah, I don't know. Sam said that to me. I don't know what you mean. You mean
Ryan Reynolds has
replied
ra-
to him on Twitter or something?
No,
Is that
no,
what you
Ryan
mean?
Reynolds has rang him on the phone.
Rang him on the phone, but what do you mean? How would you even know this happened? Was it on the radio or something?
No, he said on his Instagram account.
He just said on his Instagram account.
Yeah, and the very famous Ryan Reynolds has rung me today
Oh, wow.
Right. About what?
Do a marathon.
about him walking across America for Wrexham.
Is it for
House.
charity?
Yeah, it's for charity. Yeah.
It's for charity. Yeah, that's all we had to do was make it for charity. But then it would have diluted the art, and I am not doing that thing I did for charity. It was a piece of art,
It was a piece of art.
and they didn't phone me. If it was
They
for
didn't.
charity, they might have.
Maybe
phoned
they
me.
will.
They might have phoned.
I think they're going to do it when they.
We raised a bit of money for Nightingale House because we said if anyone did donate money, like we're going to give it away. Like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
people will assume it's for charity sometimes. Like the mayor
Yeah.
put £5 in my hand.
He did.
He did. Gave
Yeah.
that to Nightingale House. Sorted them right out. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funded
So
them.
let's do some breathing to finish
Okay.
off.
let's
Breathing
do some
techniques.
Okay, here we go.
So
Breathing
when-
with Sarah.
So I always do this with the little ones,
Okay.
Okay.
but then I say sit in a meditation pose. With your
Okay.
legs crossed. We can't really do that here, can we? But
Okay.
just imagine.
Imagine.
And if you want to sort of open up to, let yourself open up a little bit, you want your hands up, facing upwards. If you feel like you need to ground in, you put them downwards,
Okay.
so on your knees. If you were sitting in
Feel grounder, Owen?
you need grounding.
Matter of fact,
Oh, am I
I
grounding?
needed grounding.
Okay. So then it's called the 4-4-4 breath. So you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold your breath for 4, and then you breathe out for 4. So should we give it a try? Mm-hmm. Okay. So with the eyes closed, let's take a nice deep breath in. Breathe it in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4, and out through the mouth. 2, 3, 4. Okay. How do you feel just after doing that one?
Okay. I went
Okay.
straight into doing it again.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Oh, good.
That's the
That's
point.
the idea, isn't it? But I just thought I might talk a little bit.
Do you have to
so
do it
it's
for
not
4
just
minutes,
quiet.
40 minutes,
So I
400
always
minutes?
I
say
feel like I'm going to be out of
to the
breath. doing that.
children, I say do 4 in a row.
Oh,
So
right,
then
yeah.
in their minds, they're thinking 4, 4, and 4 for 4.
4, 4, 4, 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
4.
And the whole idea of that is just to relax you. I always talk about relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, drop your tongue down from the roof of your
Yeah.
mouth, that sort of thing. And it just helps. And if you're in a supermarket and you feel stressed out, you just close. I mean, you might feel a bit funny closing your eyes, but if you just breathe like that, it just allows you to just calm.
Yeah, because breathing is a big thing.
Yeah.
Children breathe differently than to adults. They do diaphragmatic breathing. They do the belly breathing.
Well, this is what I always talk about, is breathe into the belly.
Yes.
So we talk about having, pretend we've got a balloon in the belly.
Yeah.
And then we're inflating
Rob,
the balloon.
Balloon in the belly.
I'm trying to inflate my belly right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I do it right or not.
It's the opposite way of what we normally do, so that's why it takes time to learn it. So, and I always think, put the hands on the belly, it just helps you focus more.
And balloon, Rob.
So you just imagine you've got a balloon, breathe in, expand the rib cage, and then you're pushing your belly out, a bit like Father Christmas. Hold the breath, and
Push
then
the balloon, Rob.
breathing out through the
I
mouth.
couldn't quite get it right that time.
The more you try it, easier it gets.
Yeah.
So my belly's supposed to go out?
Yeah, when you breathe in.
And think of the arrows of going in through the nose,
To a
down.
point, I guess.
So like if you put your fingers like that, with like a triangle, when you breathe in, you want the fingers to separate.
Owen's clutching his Fanta can.
And
Stop it, Owen.
when you breathe out, you want the fingers to touch again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're getting into your chest, so you need to get all the way down. This is really good if you're a singer as well. It helps you
could be
hold
useful. Gotta do more of that this year.
yeah. It helps you hold the notes longer.
There's loads of them different techniques.
There's loads of different ones.
I saw on your Instagram, because I've got, but he was talking about this morning, I was cleaning out my desk, because I've got loads of like mindfulness stuff on it.
Yeah.
And I put the thing, and I found the Wim Hof method of breathing.
Yeah.
And I saw your Instagram.
Yeah.
She dunked herself in
I go cold
an
water.
ice bath.
Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has cold showers and that, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do that.
Whatever he is.
He swims underneath the Arctic.
Good. Honestly,
okay,
it
yeah.
helps.
Just sits there,
Cold water dipping.
with his trunks going, oh.
If there was anything,
Oh.
if people
An
are
amazing
sort of
guy.
suffering or just feeling like don't know where to go right now, I would say if there's one thing to do, try and do that. Even if it's just a cold shower. What I do with the cold shower, I have a nice hot shower first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, wash myself. And then I'll say, you have to make a decision to make it cold. So you sort of go, right, and turn it to freezing, and then just breathe out as it comes on you. So
What's
as long
that
as you
gonna
breathe
do?
out,
Oh, you'd be
it's-
surprised,
it's-
Rob.
you
I
have to
would.
try.
I have them all the
Ruin-
time.
How
So
to
many-
ruin my day, that would be.
No,
Very
no.
quickly.
No, it's amazing.
Very quickly.
Makes you come alive.
You do. You
You
feel
think?
so alive afterwards.
Gosh, sounds like it
It's all
can't
the
be good.
serotonin going,
No, it's
going
not,
to
it's
the
brilliant.
brain. It's amazing.
I-
All the endorphins.
So wait,
moving
what's
around.
going to happen to me? Because like, let's walk through this. I'm
Okay.
having a hot shower. I've just washed
Yeah.
whatever. I've
Yeah.
used the micro pistachio nuts that Claire was
Yeah,
talking about. And then like, so I'm great, right?
Yeah.
I'm grand.
You're grounded. You've,
And I'm
Just before we
obviously
carry
I'm feeling
on,
quite
though,
good.
when
yeah.
you get out the shower and at the moment,
Yeah.
how do you feel when you get out?
What-
A bit
yeah,
cold, you
it's
need your
cold,
towel-
isn't
you're
it? It's
cold,
cold.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, if you
Yeah.
do this, you'll feel warm. You won't even need your towel when you get out.
But I'm not missing the cold bit. I'm just doing it really differently. So right, in this situation, so I'm now
Sorry,
sat
go
down,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sat down. No, I'm not sat down in the shower. I'm not crying.
You're
Sorry,
not-
James. So I'm stood up in the shower. I've
Yeah.
just washed. Yeah, sound. And then I turn it to cold.
Yeah.
I'm going to suddenly get freezing. How long am I got to bear this with, or what do I do to make it pleasurable?
You breathe
about 5
out
seconds.
as you're doing it. Yeah. So you want to just do it for a few seconds first
So I breathe in, turn it to cold.
and breathe, and then it'll allow your body to slow down.
What's on my blood like rushing to something? Is that what's happening?
Beat to like your heart, and I mean I don't know completely
Okay.
the
Yeah.
science.
But surely it's going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you breathe deeper, which is then allowing your brain just. And the thing I found was that you know how like you were saying before, sometimes your thoughts are going round, you're thinking of all sorts of things.
Sure.
The only thing you can think of when that cold water hits you is the cold water.
yeah.
So even if you did it for 30 seconds, then just for that 30 seconds, you're thinking about that the cold water, and you're thinking, right, I've got to breathe out and then breathe in just really deeply.
And you're telling me I will then feel good, what, after 5 seconds I turn it
Turn
off?
it off.
Yeah.
Get out the shower, and your body will feel warm.
You're instantly warm.
It's weird. You don't even need your towel on.
Yeah.
You got to give it a
It-
try.
It sounds like something that's worth having a go at.
It's
to see.
proper
Then
energizing.
I can talk about it more.
So I mean, the reason I got into it was because I was doing a meditation challenge on Facebook last January.
Okay.
And I just, because normally in January I set really big goals
Lofty.
and I get really depressed because I don't achieve them.
Right, okay.
And so last year I decided to not do that, and I thought, right, I'm just going to set a little challenge every day, and it was to meditate outside and post it on Facebook.
Okay.
So every day I did it, and then people were telling me where I should go and do it, and it was quite nice, and it made me just do that little thing, go out into nature and do that little meditation. The hardest one I did was in Cheshire Oaks. Sat in when people were shopping, I sat outside. That was the longest feeling. Anyway,
Wait,
That's gotta be
which bit of
distracting.
Cheshire Oaks?
do you know where they normally have the big sleigh?
Right, yeah.
Where
Okay.
like all the really expensive shops are, where
Okay.
Burberry and all them are.
Oh, yeah,
down
it's where the
that-
post box is.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, I think it is, yeah.
There it was.
Okay.
So luckily I had some very supportive friends with me who.
I want you to
Okay.
do it in Tesco's, in the cereal aisle.
In the cereal aisle.
In the cereal
why not?
aisle, yeah.
Cereal's
Why
not good
not?
for you, apparently,
And
is it?
do it,
I eat
High
cereal
in
every
sugar,
day.
isn't it?
do it again and again, so it'll be a cereal
A
meditation.
cereal meditation.
Yeah, see what I've done there.
I think
did.
maybe, yeah, what about some final thoughts then for anyone
Yeah.
watching this or anyone watching this back
Shouldn't
in the
we be
future?
having no thoughts if we're thinking about
Yeah, but
meditation?
no. This is
And
like,
that's the
this
thing,
might be
isn't
about
it?
no thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
That's-
ahead.
I'd say that's the thing, really, is you don't have to think. I can't, if you're lying there or sitting there trying to meditate and things are coming into your mind, you don't have to have the no thoughts, do you? You have to
No.
maybe can work towards that. Yeah,
Quite
so-
difficult to silence it completely.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
If not impossible.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's always going to be doing something, isn't it? And I just remember thinking, right, I was fed up of worrying about what I'd done in the past, like, worrying about what
Yeah.
had just happened, and then thinking, what am I going to do next week and tomorrow? And I always remember thinking, I just want to think about now.
Yeah.
Why can't I do that? And the more meditation and other things I did, like the cold dipping and more positive thinking
Yeah.
I did, the easier it got. And so now I find it easier to just think about the present moment. And I think that's what meditation can do, really.
Sounds.
And I think for the children, because we were going to talk about Dragonfly Kids, I was just going to say, with what they've been through in lockdown and
Yeah, of
all
course.
the things and the anxious feelings they get in school,
Yeah.
we just need to help them, don't we? And find a
Yeah.
way to get them to understand what they can do if they're feeling angry or sad. And just by teaching them a few little breath patterns, it can really help, can't
Yeah,
it?
of course.
So then they can feel calmer as they
Yeah.
grow up. I mean, it's great, isn't it, that now so many more people are talking about mindset. And
Yeah, of course.
Um,
I think in during lockdown, and I saw a young child bullying a grandparent into washing their hands in Tesco's, which I
Yeah.
thought, wow. So I think the idea of germs has been like
Yeah.
overblown in a sort of seesaw way. Whereas, yes, there is germs, but also there's a benefit to germs.
yeah.
Or were you framing that and really it wasn't bullying, but they
No, it
were
was
they were
definitely-
helping their grandparent
No,
not
it was
get
definitely
COVID?
bullying.
Yeah,
The
I
kid
don't, I
was
don't
like,
know. I don't know what it was.
Granny,
Like.
you've
Yeah.
got to wash your hands. And it was like,
Yeah.
that-
You've
that
got to
woman
sing
was
happy
scared.
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something
You
like
will
that.
sing happy birthday.
Yeah.
That little kid was armed with a baguette.
Yeah. That kid's going to run stuff when it's older.
It is, actually.
Yeah.
It'll
Gonna
be on
run
The
stuff.
Apprentice.
You got to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably
I remember you sneering.
But I remember thinking at the time that is now into the consciousness
Yeah.
of children at a very young age.
Absolutely.
Like when I was growing up, I didn't even know what a germ was. Didn't even care for it.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah,
like,
but you had something else. Something was
I did. I
imprinted
had
on you.
dirt.
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 Okay, yeah. Great. Okay. Yeah.
And just things that just didn't happen.
Dirt. Danger
Well,
mouse.
in them days, consumerism wasn't consumerized. It was just you
Okay.
bought things as for a functional
Consumerism
idea.
wasn't consumerized.
Yeah, because the only things you could buy in the shops was like bleach, soap,
Yeah,
some
okay.
disinfectant. Butter, yeah, there was like
great.
there was only like one type of butter.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
was
yeah.
like 50 million types of butter.
Didn't even have sparkling water.
Sparkling water. You can have flavoured sparkling water now, can't you?
Yeah, you can, and it's one of those things that's actually not susceptible to inflation so much. It's still quite cheap to buy flavoured sparkling water, I would say.
Tesco's won't even sell cheap water anymore.
Wait, do they not? Or maybe I'd take that back if they don't sell it anymore.
They don't sell it.
Okay.
They used to have big pallets of it, and Tesco's, I don't know why you're doing it, but
Yeah.
you've just stopped doing it. Asda's have stopped doing it too, the pair of them. They've collectively got together and decided not to sell the
big
cheap
water.
Got to get to
But
Aldi.
Lidl do,
Aldi.
and Aldi do. So I go there now, so more fool you.
You're
Tesco.
gonna go wherever sells water. You're
I will,
buying water
yeah.
for some reason. Why
I
are you
always-
buying so much water? What are you doing?
Because I drink, what's it called?
Oh my God! Don't tell me you don't drink tap water
I
because
don't
you think
drink
there's
tap
something in it.
water.
Are you joking me?
No,
what
no,
are you
I'm not
scared of?
joking. No, I
Fluoride?
don't.
Okay, yes.
I do
well,
drink it
I
at
drank
work.
fluoride my whole life. Yes,
I do drink it
look
at
what's
work,
happened to me. They
but
can
I
flick
buy
a switch
spring
now.
water because I want it coming from mountain. built
James,
into
I
a
don't want to
mountain.
break this to you like so harshly, but you know, most water starts there anyway. I don't know what you think they're
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
to
I know-
it.
I know this.
You
I
know
know
that
this.
basically someone is probably pouring that from a tap
I do.
somewhere into that bottle.
Coca-Cola did that, didn't they?
Yeah,
tap water.
filters. Get a water filter, can't you?
They're
yeah,
too
good
expensive.
question. Why don't you just filter your water?
These waters are just 17 pence a bottle, Rob.
That's why I think it's tap water.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
No, it comes from Chase Spring, which is, and it's
Oh
got
yeah, it's
the-
from Chase Spring. No, it's from Chase Spring. It really is. It's from Chase Spring.
No, it's from an actual ground, so it has been filtered, and it's got the table of all the nitrates and the sulfurs.
Have you tested its pH levels? Like
No, I haven't,
seriously,
no.
I think you should do.
But
That'd be a good
I-
activity
For
for
a
you.
good pH, it should be 7.8, 7.9.
Oh, you want it
something like
slightly? What's that? Acidic or alkaline?
that. It's completely a pH neutral, isn't it?
Well, it's 7, but it's 7.8. It's not 6.4, is it?
No.
So
well,
it's
but
the other way up.
You know all about this, don't you?
What, like what neutral is?
I sorry that Claire didn't fetch some pH. You know the ones dip it in the
Ah, that'd be good. And it
Rub
goes
it
like
on-
purple
You
if
should
it's good
ask
for you or
her.
bad for you.
rub it on a cabbage. That one because you can use a cabbage as a pH
You eat
tester.
KFC every day, but you won't drink tap water.
Not every day, but I have had it 2 days in a row. But I don't have the
That's
chips.
At least you've got conviction in what you believe.
I do.
You know, tap water's bad for you. It's, you know, you're committed. Don't drink
No,
it.
no, I don't
Okay?
think it's bad for you. I just drink spring water. That's all.
What toothpaste do you use?
I've got two. I've got two types that I'm using.
Yeah.
I've got about 8 different types of.
No fluoride.
It's full of fluoride.
It's full of fluoride.
Yeah, it's
okay, you don't mind it
fluoride
there.
laden.
You just don't want to drink it. Okay, yes.
No, well, we don't drink that anyway, do we?
Is it because
Hopefully
of that?
not.
Is it because of the fluoride though? It's not because of the fluoride. You don't drink it.
I don't know. I just wonder.
don't know
I
what's
just
in the
started
pipe.
buying cheap bottles of water.
Did it make you feel better?
I just feel that it's a bit softer.
Okay.
I think the tea tastes
Oh,
better.
you'd
with
hate
it.
living in London.
Well, you
Maybe
do
that's
it
where
in
you've
the-
got it
you
from.
do it in the tea even in your kettle. You even put it in your kettle.
Yeah, ruins the kettle. Leaves all calcium deposits at the bottom of the thing.
I was going to say, like, maybe you have got this from the years that you were in London and
It
stuff.
was
'cause the hard
possibly-
water in London, everyone hates that lime scale on all your glasses and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you want to drink. It makes
You
you want
can't
to drink
soap
cold water.
up soap in London. The water just doesn't allow for it. But on the plus side,
Yeah.
it makes your hair go proper thick.
Oh, you've
In
said that
London?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Once
London.
down at Tesco al Fresco around the M25, you'd be sound.
Yeah, it was.
Right. I won't keep you any longer. Thank you so much for joining us and chatting
Sarah's
for
been
40
brilliant.
whole minutes. It was
Thanks
good.
for
We covered a
having me.
lot. We covered
did,
a lot.
didn't we?
What was the name of the thing again, in case anyone's
Dragonfly
interested?
Kids.
Dragonfly
It's
Kids.
children's. Yeah, there's
Yep.
a website, dragonflykids.co.uk, and Soul Sanctuary UK. So
Great.
yeah, on Facebook for adults.
And you're still streaming or doing stuff on there sometimes, are you as well, with meditations and
Yeah,
things?
I
Cool.
do. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you very
Cool.
much.
Thanks for
So
having
pop
me.
them 2 names into your journal while you're journaling, while you're
Put it in your
meditating. Journal, Dragonfly and Soul Sanctuary.
Have a nice
Thank you,
Welcome,
Sarah.
evening. Thanks so much.
No worries.
Pleasure to meet you again.
See you soon. See you in a bit. No
If
worries.
ever I do a lecture, I will get you to come along.
Oh, fantastic.
A new one. Well, I will do at some point.
Yeah, you could.
I'm still
couldn't
into
you?
the biological aspects of meditation. Maybe I should. It's a good idea.
Thank
Bye,
you
Sarah.
so much.
Bye. Well, that was a good thing, Rob.
Oh, my goodness gracious me.
It's been a long day today.
I cannot believe how many notifications I have right now that I've not looked at. It's just like a wall. It's like a wall of. That's like the last 5 minutes since I opened it. But one of them was Dullan, who's coming on. So I needed to look at my phone because I'm wondering, you know, if he's about to appear.
Is he coming? The chat. Oh, Dullan, be there in 10. Oh my God. What about that in a bit of synchronicity?
Synchronicity, sir. We should have our chat, shouldn't we?
We should.
Which will probably be the top of the podcast. So we'll do that now, and then I don't know what we'll select for the audio version of this week. Might be Mark.
Yeah.
Might be Sarah. Might be...
Could be anything.
Just now.
Sarah.
Yeah. Oh, it was. Yeah.
So it was
Claire,
Claire,
yeah.
and... oh, please, sir, can I ask a question?
Who was that?
That was me. I was asking a question. You know the podcasts that we do?
Yeah.
The ones in the office? Where can I listen to them? Because someone asked me, and I said... Spotify.
And Apple Music.
Apple Music.
But we have the link. The link is so... We've really put it everywhere to the point where I don't know how you don't know.
But when I asked the Apple Alexa...
Yeah, even that, you can actually just search Live in the Window, 73-degree
Yeah,
films.
she just plays these.
Plays what?
These, what we're doing now.
Oh, the YouTube?
Yeah,
That's weird, isn't it?
that's what she plays.
Okay. All right, Alexa. Interesting.
Alexa, here's...
I didn't adjust our focus. We're soft. Sorry, everyone.
Oh.
Nearly. I'm a bit tired.
I say, Alexa, play Live in the Window. Rob's falling all over the set there. Knocking. He doesn't like the soft palm focus because he thinks we're in the 20s, not the 1970s. I can put my glasses on. Hey, look at that, I'm in focus.
Right, if I just get some air.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Air.
He's getting some air, James.
Oh, right. When he comes back,
I just set the camera for
I might
3.
pop out for a bit of air.
We're not popping out. We're not popping out. Owen's got to get some air. We're not popping out.
We're not.
We're not. Why would we pop out? We don't need air.
No, we don't.
Owen needs air.
He does. Does
Right.
he?
He does. He needs air right now. You come on. We're going to start the podcast just like we were in the office by ourselves.
Right, go on then.
It's a lot easier to record when we just sit in the office for 20 minutes, isn't it? This is a diabolical amount of effort every 2 weeks.
So, is this the podcast that we're doing?
Yeah, until Dullan walks in,
Right, okay.
we're going to start from the top right now, and we're going to talk about what's happening on this podcast. Are you ready? But we're going to start with what we've been doing today, because
Right,
I think we should get into it.
Yeah, go on then.
Right, okay. Do you know what? Right before we do kick it off,
We're gonna have a look
have we
at
got
the-
anyone on blooming YouTube? Yes, we have. I haven't got any comments open, though. Oh, Dullan, yeah, obviously, great.
Be there in
Sick.
10.
Right, let's have a crack.
We're very short on comments. Have we got any comments?
Welcome
Need
to
more
Live in the
comments.
Window. Welcome to Live in the Window. Welcome to Live in the Window. Welcome to Live in the Window.
Welcome to Live in the Window.
We've had a hell of a week, James. This has been a busy one. You've been attacked by a crow. I shot a film on 16mm, drove to Liverpool, watched 1975, got stressed out doing 15 things at the same time. We ran a BFI event yesterday
did.
with Chapter Art Centre from Cardiff. We screened films from all around Wales,
Just filming today.
met new filmmakers. You went to the Royal Oak.
I did. With
It's
the
been a
BFI
ridiculous week. What time did you get up?
this morning.
Yeah.
At 5:33.
I got up at 6:45.
He's
I
slept
really
half
thought
of the
I would
day.
have beat him. I really thought I would have beat him
Didn't
today.
beat me. 5:33.
No, I didn't beat you. Early bird gets the worm.
I didn't get no
It's
worms.
so dark. It's so dark
It's
at that time. I
dark,
hate
yeah.
it.
And I woke up and I thought 5:33. That's not enough time to get back to sleep.
No,
Even
it's
if
not,
I
I
do,
guess.
I'm going to end up in REM state.
Yeah, but what time are you getting up? Generally,
Normally I get up at 6:30.
6:30.
So I was like
Yeah, you'd have still beaten me.
57 minutes.
Yeah.
But normally on a Friday or Thursday night, I switch the alarm from the 6:30 to the 6:45
Yeah.
because we go into work a bit later
Okay. Yeah.
because there's no. Well, we just go in later.
Yeah. Okay. We had a call time today of. Well, yesterday we had a call time of 8 a.m. First day of the shoot. Today there was a call time of 8 a.m. again, but I got here at 7:30 because I wanted to be ready with all the things I needed to do before anyone else got here, and I managed it, and it was all right. But I'm just really tired, and I know what's going to happen now. If I go to sleep tomorrow and I have like a little bit of a lie-in and I get up at like 9:30, I'm going to have a banging headache. You know when you get up early for a full week and then
Yeah.
you sleep a little bit extra? It's like your body punishes you for trying to rest up that bit more.
It's too much sleep.
It's like, no, that's not your circadian rhythm anymore. How dare you try and get
How
some
dare
rest?
you? How you arrogantly bully my circadian rhythm into an extra hour and a half in bed?
You did well this week. You sourced a child actor for us.
I did,
You
actually,
sourced
yeah.
you sourced a bunch of other things.
I did, yeah.
You sourced
At very
loads of
short
stuff.
notice.
You did at very short notice.
Very
it was
short
good.
notice.
Right, excellent. Dullan has walked in, so we'll reset in a second.
Yeah.
But, yes, please take a seat, Dullan, and we'll get ready any moment now.
We'll edit this now and make it look slick as if nothing's happened.
But this week, obviously, we've got some guests coming in to have big conversations with us on big topics. I mean, we got your mate. I'm going to say your mate. Last time I thought you had a mate coming in, you didn't even know him. Anna from Total Fitness. I thought you'd known her for years.
No, I didn't know. You said get a fitness instructor in, so I did.
But you did get in I'm going to call her a meditation expert. Is that a fair evaluation or
That's
not?
That's
evaluation.
a great evaluation.
Right, we've got
She's lovely
meditation
too.
expert. We've had Claire from Xplore.
We have.
And then we've had Mark from Gallops. So we've had quite an eclectic bunch of
And
people on this
Vaughan
one.
Schofield from Belvoir.
Sugar, man, this is how tired I am. We also had Vaughan Schofield first.
Yeah.
First interview that we did.
It's very interesting.
We covered a lot. We've covered the housing market, the history of electronic music, breathing techniques, and science in Wrexham.
Science in general.
And then also we've got Dullan on the show, who last week, if you remember, won. 2 weeks ago, sorry, when we did the last stream.
Yeah.
How did the win happen again? What did we say? What did we do for someone to win? It was someone to share or tag us in their story, I think.
Yeah.
It was, and we liked Dullan's because there was a guitar in it.
Oh right, yeah. He won, yeah.
Exactly.
So we get him to come on.
Yes, I think. Do you know what? Let's get into these interviews. Come on over, Dullan. Let's have a chat first.
Let's have a chat. I'm going to leave Owen go to the side.
Wait, hang on. Yeah, do you know what? You shove back to that one,
Yeah.
Dullan in the middle, and then we've not got to adjust too much, have we?
No.
I think we're set for 3. We got our cameras here. Yeah, sound. Oh, fantastic! Welcome to Live in the Window. Yes,
Live in the
excellent.
window. We've got Dullan
Good to see
here.
you. Not the first time you've been in this room.
No, it's the only time I've ever met you is in this room.
Yeah, exactly. James, do you remember? I don't know. Maybe you don't. It was like Sunday. You'd left. I ate food from the fat boar that Wrexham Eats dropped off for me, and I was falling asleep on the sofa. And then I had a little flurry of visitors, which was very nice, and Dullan was one of them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just, maybe explain for James and anyone listening, a little bit about yourself.
So I'm Dullan. That's the phonetic spelling of my name.
Yeah.
It's kind of a recent little rebranding thing. Thought I'd do the one name
Nice.
artist approach. And I'm a singer-songwriter, producer, originally from Southampton. But
Wow.
now based up here. Yeah.
It's a big travel. I've worked in Southampton.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Tesco al fresco.
Tesco al fresco, it was, yes.
If it was Tesco al
It
fresco.
was, yeah.
Which Tesco's that?
I can't remember what it was now. It was somewhere near, who's in?
Have you got a chewing gum in?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Bold.
I was hungry, so I thought I'd just chew some chewing gum.
Yeah.
It was, so next door to it is Plymouth, isn't it? Plymouth, Southampton.
Well, it's a little bit further down the road.
It was like,
All right, you don't remember. You don't
Cities
remember.
don't matter anyway because I went to Union.
it was like in the marina part. It's like in the marina part of it. It was like a brand new store blocks and things.
Okay.
And they had like a moon-shaped crescent statue. And I've got a picture on my Instagram of me lying in that moon shape.
So you've been to Southampton.
Couldn't remember where it was.
So okay, how have you ended up here and making music in this part of the UK?
Yeah, why? Who chose it? Did you stick a pin in the map? Famously?
Kind of, yeah.
Right, there you go.
Yeah,
It
family,
works,
really.
everybody.
I've kind of been all over the place. I was, kind of grew up in Southampton, studied in Plymouth for my undergrad, and then I went to Cardiff for the Royal Welsh. I did a master's in jazz.
Oh, great.
There.
Wow, jazz.
And I'm just
How
kind
exotic is that?
Yeah, and I'm just kind of back home really. Home is now up here because it's kind of in between two sides of the family. We got family in like the Midlands in Shropshire.
Okay.
And
Telford?
yeah. And then we got on my dad's side is in Towyn, which is not the North Towyn, but the one
Wow.
near Aberystwyth.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you. Okay.
So that's the only place that I've ever had my picture taken. And you know them like muscly pictures, and you've got the muscly...
Oh my gosh, I do know those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the muscly man and the woman who's dead slinky or whatever. And
Yeah.
you go in and you look through there. But it just
Did you
looked
look good in it or not?
No.
You didn't.
These
Okay.
beauty standards.
I just looked like
Yeah, isn't it?
a dweeb who just put his head through a piece of cardboard, to be fair.
I mean, at least you tried.
I did try. I did try to imagine that I looked like it didn't happen.
Everything counts
In large
in
amounts?
small amounts.
Large, Rob.
I'm gonna share this video to some places because I'm excited that we've got some live music. You know,
Yes,
like
yeah.
what was the last time we had music in here? Wasn't it Baby Brave?
It was Baby Brave. A shout out to Emmy Monto.
Bit chaotic. I didn't know I was doing.
Both
to be honest.
Emmys, if
Should
you're
have
watching.
mic'd her up separately for vocals. We'll do that today.
Yeah.
Because we
Very
can.
exciting.
It's a bit easier.
Yeah,
now
just me
I've
and
got it
my-
ready.
My guitar, no amplification or anything. But,
Oh, we had like the
Yeah.
full band going, didn't it? It was a bit crazy, really.
yeah, no, they sounded good. So I've been kind of producing and doing stuff. It was mainly over over lockdown and such that I really kind of delved a bit more and became a bit more of a like bedroom producer artist type.
Yeah.
Kind of doing mainly like Beatles, Beach Boys, Queen.
Yeah, of
kind
course.
That general like
Yeah.
melting pot, but like
Ba 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 ran.
absolutely, yeah, sounds exactly like that.
It does sound. I'm good, aren't I? No, I'm not.
And yeah, so I've mainly just been building my audience over on TikTok
Yeah.
and Insta and YouTube, but mainly over on TikTok. And just kind of gone from there really. And it's funny, seeing artists like is it Baby Brave?
Baby Brave, exactly.
Baby Brave.
'Cause
Great
I'm-
band.
Yeah, because regrettably, I'm not really that like in tune with the Welsh music scene. I'm kind of like that Eric Andre meme where he's like, let me in. I want to do more like gigs
Yeah.
and stuff soon.
Yeah.
But mainly just been focusing on recording and stuff. Yeah.
It seems like you're quite eclectic and you're jumping from genre to genre.
Yeah.
From the 60s, Barbara and the Beatles or whatever, and then
Yeah.
going to jazz, maybe Satchmo.
Yeah.
I don't know any more jazz artists, but I think that's one I knew. But
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know. I've just always loved all genres, really. I grew up listening to a lot of music.
what about
especially-
ska?
Oh, yeah. My mum's a big ska fan.
Is she?
So, yeah.
Concrete Jungle?
More like the two-tone
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I was a big Specials fan myself.
Pick it up.
I did love Nightclub, that album, more Specials, and then
Specials.
the imaginatively titled second album, More Specials.
More specials, even more special would have been nice.
It would have been a third
Special,
album, even more Specials. But that's what it was. But it was the same cover as well. Really cheap on graphic design, that was.
Yeah, buy one get one free.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
More and more Specials.
All right, specifically then, we've talked a little bit about your music and your background, and we touched on the fact that you've done a lot with jazz and things like that.
Yeah.
How would you describe your style of music at the moment, or what you may even give us a sample of in a little bit?
Yeah, so it does kind of vary from song to song. There might be some that are kind of quite wildly different from my others, but I guess generally it's some kind of vague hodgepodge of, the kind of Beatlesque sort of stuff, with kind of with like an indie sort of filter on it. I guess because of my kind of study of jazz music and such, a lot of my tunes are very kind of like Tin Pan Alley, like music hall kind of like AABA, like just very like kind of rigid and stuff. But on top of that, I like to kind of dress up all these other like eclectic mixes and stuff.
Okay, that's good. I mean, would you mind telling James, because he's going to find this fascinating, what you did with National Trust
Yes.
not so long ago?
Yeah, absolutely.
James,
So,
I cannot believe how much you're going to love this.
Go on.
Yeah, so do you know that the National Trust, they own like the Beatles, their childhood homes. So they
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so those are places you can do tours of and walk around. So
John Lennon's fame in...
the Mendips and
Yeah.
and 24th and Road, which is where Paul McCartney and his brother grew up.
Right. And they bought the properties.
Yeah. So it was they were council houses, I think. So when like Paul McCartney, when they lived there, they moved out in like the mid '60s, like in the dead of night, because of all like the Beatles fans and stuff.
Oh, yeah, of
Who
course.
would visit, and they they knew where, which
Moved
is
to
crazy to think of.
And moved to Berkshire.
Berkshire to Reading.
Yeah, to Reading or Reading.
Yeah, so, but obviously when they moved, they had to kind of restore it to how it was when they found it.
Yeah, of course,
And
yeah.
it just kind of moved up through the times, like through to the 90s, and then they
Yeah.
bought it in the 90s, and they've kind of restored it. It's almost like a film set. They've like, got all these props and
It's just in between normal houses.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just a residential area. It's like 20 minutes outside of like Liverpool city centre. So it being Paul McCartney's 80th birthday and also the 60th year of Love Me Do, the National Trust, they put
Great
out
record.
They put out this little call for unsigned acts to visit the house and write a song in the house, and then come back a month later to perform that song, and that was part of like a documentary that went out on Paul's 80th birthday. I was one of the acts chosen to do that. A few other incredible artists as well.
Right.
And,
Do you apply to do it?
Yeah, applied to do it, and then forgot about it, and then I was getting frantically like called and emailed by the agency. I was like, wait, what's this about?
Oh, that's so cool.
And it was really cool. I mean, a lot of it was just kind of there was a lot of media involved, which was pretty cool. It's nice to have that sort of exposure. And it was just a really fun time. It was a really awesome couple of days because we went there in May and then back to do the filming. It was just an awesome time. We met Paul McCartney's brother, Mike McCartney.
Mike
McCartney.
How good is that? Mike McCartney.
Yeah, because he'll like visit the house every now and then and be like, "That's not the lampshade we had." And
that's right up there with Gary Neville's dad, isn't it? Neville. Neville, you got him, man.
Yeah, so he'll just like come back and drop like bombshells of information. They have to like scramble to kind of make it really authentic. But it does really feel like it, how it does. Just really feel authentic.
It's a good job you keep your eyes on your emails because after a certain while, I just
I
don't even look at them. You think, just junk the lot of them. There's my career going down the toilet.
Gosh, don't
right
do that
there.
for your blooming 73 Degree Films emails, James.
Yeah.
Not them. Because I very rarely get many from.
You're mostly getting spam from the Instagram hackers, are you? The people that you sold your Instagram account to for
We'll
a
not
Bitcoin.
talk about that. It makes me embarrassed.
Sorry, one Bitcoin. What was it? 0.1.
Yeah, I give the hackers my own email. They hacked into my account via my help.
Yeah, you did. Help. You needed somebody to help, didn't you, that day?
Help.
Instead, you asked for the hackers' help.
I asked for the hackers' help to just
Two-factor
destroy my
authentication
account,
was
take
nothing.
it off me, and then make me admit that I'm a fool on a show.
No, that's it. I think I want to ask you specifically about what you've done with social media recently, TikTok as well. Releasing music, we talked a little bit to Mark earlier from Gallops about the way things have changed and the way musicians have to focus on streaming if they want to maybe, or if they want people to listen to their music as it was recorded, this is the way it is, so maybe the way you release things, the way you promote things might change. I see you making a lot of TikToks all the time, doing things like using the same hook or the same part of the song, saying it's out now, building up to it, doing the whole story. How has that been for you? And does the grind in any way, does it feel like it pays off, or does it feel like this never-ending content death spiral and you still get the same number of streams you would?
Well, that's a question that I'm kind of in the process of testing out.
Okay, yes.
Because, so it was kind of in the Easter break when I was at the Royal Welsh. I decided to, let's give TikTok a go. I'd already used it and been meaning to kind of take it more seriously at some point. And then it was one of the first things I see, because when you're like a musician, all you get is like music marketing, and it's like, this is why you're an idiot and you should buy my course, and you should only do these things and do that.
You idiot.
Yeah, exactly. And there was one of those people just like, make 21 TikToks, post 3 a day for a week, and I was like, okay, I have a week off, I'll do that. That I'd had like a few hundred, and it got me to like 800 or something, and it was literally just anything. It wasn't any consistent content at all. I've just been pretty consistent since then, really. With the songs. So I had a first single come out earlier, last year in April, and that was when I first started to, how can I promote?
Is this Inside?
Promote a song. No, this was a song called Sleeping Sea Glass.
Sleeping
Sea Glass.
Oh, right.
And it's like this kind of 6 minute.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it is very good.
It's up there with Tuning
on all
Beach.
streaming services.
It's good sibilance or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Rolls off.
It does.
Yeah, and
it's an alliteration, isn't it, or something?
I think sibilance is alliteration, but with a soft sound, like
Is it?
Not to be technical.
Sounds if he is being technical. It's good technical, isn't it? I love things like that.
Yeah, so that's the song I made with my friend Annabelle. We co-wrote that and released that. And because we were about to move out and we had this song that we'd it was like the one song we'd written together. We played together loads, but as part of
Can you sing a bit of it now?
Yeah, it goes like, sleeping sea glass, wear me away. There you go. Annabelle sings it.
Oh, is it like a ballad or is it?
Yeah, and there's and there's like a rapping section in there, kind of. It's like
I like
spoken
that.
word. Yeah, it's super
A
cool.
musical journey. That record.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to that when I get home.
Yeah, do it. Yeah. And we were just like, okay, let's just agree on a release date, like April 22nd or whatever it was. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna like batch up all this content and post it. And it was like, I went to see her in Pembrokeshire recently, or not recently to the release, and we were playing frisbee on the beach, and I just happened to film it on my tripod, and it was a very nice shot because we were kind of silhouetted against like the sunset. And I was like, it was just like a 3-minute video. I was like, okay, I'll chop this up into like 22 videos, and it's like day 1 of playing frisbee until someone pre-saves my song. Day 2, day 3, and I was like, okay, I have something to post like every day.
Seems like a fun idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did any of them pop off?
Yeah. So that's what I'm kind of interested in. So it did do really well. Did very solidly for
How many days until you got one that did all right?
It was weird because it would kind of be like the first one did okay, and then maybe like the 7th or 8th one or something, and it was just a bunch of that really. And it was like again, just taking advice from like music marketers and stuff, like what to make about your song, like the story behind it, and just all these different ideas up until the song. And then when once I posted it, it was like, okay, I've kind of done all of the promotion.
Yeah.
But what I should have done is do more promotion after the fact, once the song's out.
Okay, yeah.
Because of, attention spans and clicking away being what it is. It's like, is someone going to pre-save it, and are they going to remember to listen to it after? So that's what I did with Back Inside. I kind of accidentally promoted that for a lot longer before it came out, because I was just excited about the demo version of it, which kind of became the sound. It wasn't even the studio version. This demo version kind of became this sound that people quite liked. And because I thought it was going to come out in the summer, I was just like posting that, and then eventually released it in September, and then kind of promoted it a bit more after the fact again. Just a bit lucky with that one, because that was where I wrote the song in the Paul McCartney house. And so I had that narrative about it. I had all this other content around like my Liverpool trip and stuff like that. So there was a bit of a narrative there. And so I think it did like a little bit better. It was also shorter and like kind of more catchy and stuff as well. Now with this new song, I'm going to actually announce it at 9 p.m, but you can have the exclusive.
Wow. An exclusive right here.
We would like an exclusive.
My next single.
We do.
My next single is called You Took My Song. I'm going to perform it in a moment. Okay. And that is coming out on February 10th. And I'm not going to promote it before it comes out. I'm going to do all the promotion afterwards. Yeah. And so what that,
Great trick.
It might completely flop because of that, but
I don't think it will.
I mean, hopefully not. It's a very good song. I'm very excited about it. But what it will help me realize is, how many of those, views and likes or followers, whatever, how many of those actually translated into those initial streams?
What would convert? Yes, I see.
But I do understand that maybe those first 500 or 1,000 or whatever were like imperative to keep doing well. So it's a work in progress. I'm going to post a bunch of content after it's released, but I'm not going to be posting every day. I'm posting every now and then, but more higher quality, better edited, like shorts style stuff. Hoping that TikTok doesn't completely destroy my views, because I posted every day for 10 months. TikTok, please, please be nice to me. We'll see how it goes.
Every day for 10 months, you did that?
Yeah. So since it was sometime in February.
That's a lot of content.
It was sometime in February. I was like, I'm going to post every day for 6 months, because again, I think I saw a post that was like, if you post every day for 6 months, then the algorithm kind of knows that you're there and you're consistent.
You're not going anywhere. Yeah.
Is that how it works, Owen? Is that how it works?
I wouldn't know.
And so I just...
Owen, you literally edit videos that come out every day on our channel.
I thought you were the technical wizard on the algorithms.
It's a weird beast, I guess.
Owen?
I don't work at TikTok.
Oh.
I mean, I did hear about this heat button that people who work at TikTok...
Heat button?
Yeah, or like a fire button.
That's a new concept.
Well, it's only for people who work at TikTok, and they can apparently like boost a video and make it more viral. Maybe it's for more like companies, brand, like algorithm friendly. Yeah, I don't know. But it could be, it could be a myth. It could be just one of those things.
Yeah.
Because I posted every day. I'm hoping, like, I posted once so far this year in 26 days or so, which is crazy for me. And that's done really well so far. And I mean, to be fair, that was kind of asking for musicians to send me their music for me to listen to. So there's a lot of musicians.
Oh, I saw that actually, I think.
Yeah,
I saw that. Okay.
So more kind of that sort of thing. We'll see how it goes. We'll report back. Your show is like every other week, right?
This stream on YouTube has been every 2 weeks. Which one is this now? This is the 5th one, so for 10 weeks now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. So
how many are we doing? 10.
No, we got one more of this for the specific, with the specific goal of just chatting to people about culture in Wrexham of all types, shapes, and sizes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, to be honest, we've done it really cold time in a really cold place. We've got heaters that are really good, that are keeping us like in a livable temperature right now. The first stream, do you remember how hard it was for us to think at the end
freezing.
of the first stream?
I was literally shivering.
I was too. It was horrific.
It was cold when you were
horrific.
Do you remember it? In the dark days before the
heaters.
Before the heat.
It was very, very cold. So, okay, what are we going to do then? We're going to have some music, I guess. How, what are you going to do? Play guitar and sing?
Can I ask him a question before he starts playing?
You can, while I sort of rejig some cameras. Sure.
Good idea. Do you remember Paul McCartney? He had the I think it was the song, was it Let It Be?
Yes, yeah.
Right, he famously dreamt that record or that track. And he woke up with the... I bored people by doing that, right? Sorry about that. And so, do you think you could program yourself to, before you go to bed at night time, to dream up a worldwide smash record like that? Do you think that's possible?
I mean, the thing is, I think I do that every night.
Oh, do you? Do you say that?
Yeah. I wake up at like 3 a.m. with an idea, and I'm like into my voice memos, like.
Oh, right, that's really good.
Thinking it's the best thing ever, and then you listen to it the next morning, you're like, what the hell is that?
Right, so you need to time your sleeps so that you're waking up because you're going to get cycles of REM state sleep every 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you need to wake up just after a REM state cycle.
Yeah.
So you need to time it.
Yeah, and how would there be like any rituals involved?
They would.
Like listen to a certain type of music?
No, watching the clock.
Okay.
Yeah, an hour before bed, just no TV, bit of book, bit of reading.
Yeah, I guess I meant more
book,
like how does the song
watching the film Uncle Buck?
Like, do I need to like listen to similar music?
No, you don't need to listen to all. You can't force a river, is the saying. Yeah. So you just have to let it happen naturally.
Yeah.
So you're going to time your cycles. I'm giving Dullan.
This is incredible stuff.
This is motivation. This is something.
Only on 73 degree
it's organically just appeared on me saying it. So it's not something that I wrote down. It's not something that I planned for. It's totally just happened. So every 90 minutes. So if you need to wake up. What time do you normally wake up?
Oof. 8, 9, anywhere in the morning.
So
really.
8, 9 o'clock. So you need to go backtrack. So if you're waking up at 9 o'clock, so you backtrack 90 minutes from there, which is
7:30.
7:30.
Yeah.
Now, so you backtrack another 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is
5 a.m.
5 a.m. Yeah. Backtrack another 4 a.m. 3:30.
Yeah.
So then you're gonna until you get to the point where you're on the first sleep cycle.
Right.
And then you go so that you wake up just after that sleep cycle.
Yeah.
Because generally, what people do is they're in a REM state sleep. REM state means rapid eye movement, by the way. So they wake up in that segment, and in the middle of it, and then by the time they come out of it, they've forgotten it.
Yeah.
They're still sleeping.
Yeah.
They're going into what's it called, non-REM state sleep.
Yeah.
So you need to wake up just after that, where the memory will be fresh of what you just dreamt about.
Yeah.
And also
Okay,
eat a
yeah.
massive piece of cheese when you go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm only joking about the cheese, but apparently there is some...
No, that does do
Some-
weird things, yeah.
There is some sign of, I think it's calcium caseinates or something that I read about somewhere in the back of my mind that does induce some kind of brain rhythm. I don't know. But it could do.
Wow.
So
God, Rob.
I know.
Rob's frightening me there. I think
Couldn't have done this in 2020. Far too close to you.
Yeah, go on.
I think if you roughly get set on this chair here, then I'll adjust.
Yeah, we'll
to
do.
figure that bit out. Yes, just to check where I should put the mics. All right. In fact, James, I'll probably nick this mic. So you're on this one.
I'm on this one.
Owen is on that one.
Owen's on that one.
Leave these two mics live, and I'll set these two for Dullan. So we're not. Well, we don't need to change at all for a second.
Yeah.
We'll leave this on camera too, and then we'll switch to one once Dullan's in place, and I know the mics are okay.
Still no more comments, by the way. Could we have any comments on the performance after this?
James is very excited for comments.
I am. We've had none this, well, because we were unlisted.
Do you know what? As I'm doing this
For about an hour?
we were unlisted. Yeah,
We were, I couldn't
this is
find
very
it.
true. I made an error. I really did make an error.
I was checking YouTube. I was like, is this happening tonight?
It was live, and we were live for I think 90 minutes before I can't remember who suggested, Owen or James noticed it was unlisted.
Rob's made a technical faux pas today, and I've made a fragrance faux pas this morning. I generally put a different aftershave on every day, but this morning I had to put my jumper on because I was doing the BFI thing. When was it? Yesterday. So when I put it on, I thought, I'll spray some stuff on. But I did have on Izzy Miyagi. I'm going to drop some names here of perfume, not perfumes. What they're called? The men? Aftershave. Eau de toilette. No, Eau de toilette, yes. I know. 355. Eau de toilette. And I put on Izzy Miyagi. And then I put on Million over it. So today I'm wearing Izzy Million thing.
Oh my God, that's Vaughn's tea.
That's it.
Just chuck it over.
Oh. Look, hide the logo.
Okay, honest opinion. I'll let you make a final call on this. That could point down to the guitar. This could go here for voice, or this goes for voice. This goes for guitar. I think the difference is probably going to be minimal.
Yeah.
Maybe the first one, because that's more direction.
There you go.
As long as I know.
Rob making a rudimentary studio in the quickest of time possible. And what's the song called, Dullan?
So this first song I'm going to do is called You Took My Song.
You Took My Song.
Yeah, that is my single.
And when's it coming out?
It's coming out on February 10th.
February the 10th. Journal that in the journal next to Soul Sanctuary and Dragonfly. And the other people that we've had on today, Claire and Vaughan, of course. Well done to all that's come.
Okay, and here we go.
Rob's
Take it
scaring
away.
me again.
You took my song from me and got it wrong. Every note and melody was too long. You took my words from me and let them burn. Every answer, every lesson I learned. And when I gaze upon my notebook paper, waiting for a new idea, I swear you have a first look deal into my brain, 'cause you catch them before they appear. You took my song from me and let it go again. The only one to blame is myself. You lock me in and leave the key for me to find. I want to go back to the start, leave you behind. love it when you play my thoughts on rotation. At least I get a look in my mind before you say you don't like seeing this new frustration, and stop me before I can rhyme. You took my song from me and got it wrong. Every note and melody was too long. You took my words from me and let them burn. Every answer, every lesson I learned. Oh, you took my song from me and let it go again. The only one to blame is my notebook paper. The only one to blame is my new frustration. The only one to blame is myself.
Fantastic performance.
Thank you.
Fantastic performance there.
Thank you very much.
A really, really lovely song.
Yeah,
A
thank you. I'm really
nice
happy with that
musical.
one.
It was a really lovely musical journey,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think that is the smash.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
My
there
own
is a
personal-
significant lack of Baroque pop instrumentation in that performance, but you'll get that in a couple of weeks' time. It's
Oh, your voice really went up and down with the rhythm of the. And we're in this room, but you've done justice to that song there, haven't you?
Thank you very much.
Fun things.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's this song called? When's it out? When can the clamouring public get their hands on it?
James is going to listen to it as soon as he gets home.
I am. No, I'm gonna look at your.
Yeah, I mean, this is a shorter song. This is a song called "The Sun Is on Its Way," and I wrote it on Prestatyn Beach. last
Not
summer.
Crosby Beach,
Um,
with all the men with what are them men called?
Another place.
Another place. Yeah, they're fantastic, aren't they?
so yeah, that one will hopefully be coming out some point this summer if I can record it. Who knows? But yeah, the sun is on its way.
If you don't give me your summer, I will fall with autumn. Oh, that the first you told the sun is on its way. Miss the boat, I'll be right over on the coast. A lifeguard for you as I float. You ride in sand, the sun is on its way. No need to write to me. I'll be here by the sea. If you would like to, I'll come and find you. Give what you want to me. Now you're gone, but I'll remember we were young. But now's December, I'll let go of the time you said the sun is on its way.
Great song, and I'm going to ask you, where'd you get the inspiration for your lyrics? Because they're very, very good, aren't they?
Oh, thanks very much.
But Eleanor Rigby-esque.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of based on, there's a Beach Boys song called Keep an Eye on Summer.
Yeah.
And I guess I just kind of wanted to write something in the
Right,
vibe
yeah.
of that, like, you know, just something nice.
I think there's another verse in that song you've just
Yeah,
sung.
it is a very short song, so... I'm
No,
sure
it
it'll
looked
be
like
nice to hear.
the song, I think it was Bridge Over Troubled Water, that Roy Halley, the producer, said to Paul Simon, he said, right, this is the main track of the song, we want this.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I've only got 2 verses for it. So he forced him, said, write another third song. And when you hear that song, you hear that final verse.
Yeah.
And you can so tell that he's tagged that on, because he just says, sail on, Silver Girl.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I kind of like it as a little minute and a half number. But
Put another verse on
with those songs.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Those songs like that can just kind of go on forever, really. So you can
Yes.
repeat them, modify them, however. So
Do it as an odyssey, like
Sleeping Sea Glass.
yeah, and what was the 5-minute record, Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah.
But in an acoustic version of it. Make it Bohemian Rhapsody. No, it's a really good song.
Stick an operatic section
Yeah.
on the end. Yeah.
So where can people find Dullan stuff to look at?
I am Dullan Music everywhere.
Everywhere?
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube,
Instagram.
Twitter, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, anywhere and everywhere.
So your titles are on YouTube, just Dullan Music.
Yes, yeah.
Brilliant. I will be looking at that as soon as I get home.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I have however many.
Well,
songs
we've
you
got
like.
I mean, definitely do another one.
yeah, we can definitely. We've got definitely. Well, we're geared for. We can definitely do another one.
I'm going to say...
I'll shut up.
If you have it, I would like to do 2 more. That would be nice. 4
Yeah.
songs. 4 songs is really nice. If you have it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Okay.
here we go.
So this is an older song. This one I wrote back in 2020, and it's called "Don't Look, the World's About to Break." And the title is from a Harold Pinter poem, I think. So I just stole that. I like to think so, yeah. I like to bring a bit of high class to myself.
Turn your face away. Just try to sleep, and when you wake, prepare your next mistake. Don't look, it's the end of the day. You never made your name, but made your point. Now let's escape. Don't look, the world's about to break. You're at capacity. People falling at your feet. Everyone's tripping over. What a sight to see. Don't look, the world's about to break. I never learned your name. Be scared, it's real, the blame you feel. Be still, I won't let you break. You're at capacity. People falling at your feet. Everyone's tripping over. What a sight to see. Don't look, the world's about to break. I never learned your name. Be scared, it's real, the blame you feel. Be still, I won't let you break. I won't let you, I won't let you break. I won't let you, I won't let you break.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that was fantastic. James?
Is this a voice note in the night, 2 a.m., in between a REM state sleep?
No, it was a Twitter account that automatically tweets out Harold Pinter quotes, and so I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw that, and I was just like, that's a song title right there. Yeah,
That is pretty funny.
yeah.
Just goes to show, if your mind's aware of it and awake to it, the ideas come from absolutely anywhere,
Yeah, absolutely. It came about very quickly.
which is what the Beatles did,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Eleanor Rigby.
You just keep going on about Eleanor Rigby.
I
You
have.
absolutely love Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Rigby.
Oh, we'll get copyright strike.
Yeah. Oh, will we?
Copyright.
Oh, no.
Fix it up for that. We went that bit.
No. Yeah. This is lovely, melodic, musical,
Isn't Eleanor
melancholy,
Rigby
Oh, thank you.
isn't it?
It is nice. It's good.
It is good, yeah.
Right.
So that one's out on YouTube and Bandcamp and stuff. I've not attached it to anything official like an EP or whatever yet, but who knows? I'm just have it in my set for now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We have, like, I think Ed Sheeran's watching. He's going to aspire to be you now, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that often.
And it started here, Rob.
It did start.
We could be the place where the big bands start.
You know, why not? I mean, I definitely would like to hear one more song.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Yes.
Of course.
We've got just enough time for...
I think we do. Just
Yeah.
in time.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
So this is the song that I wrote in Paul McCartney's childhood home. That is 24th and Road. For a second there, I was like, wait, can I just give out someone's address, but it's a public?
Yeah, of course, yes.
So, yeah, no, that's 24th and Road, yeah.
There's a big plaque outside telling everybody who's in there.
24th and Road.
24th.
You can visit there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wrote it in an upstairs bedroom that was once Paul's brother's, Mike, while I was staring out over the...
Mike
village
McCartney.
paddock. Yeah.
Great name.
Yeah, and I wrote the song that day.
Brilliant.
So this is Back Inside. This one's out. This is on Spotify and all of that. Bit of tuning break. That'll do. Alright, so yeah, Back Inside.
It's been a long few years since you left me. It'll be some more before I get there. On the day we never met, I am back inside your head. You think of all the time that you gave me. I didn't think that you would get it back. The sound of rain, the smell of paint, and I'm back inside your head. I am back inside. I am back here right where you left me, putting back the sunny side of my cloudy street. You left me all your dreams on the bed frame, and in the night said you'd remember to set aflame the fireplace when I'm back inside your head. Back inside, I am back here right where you left me. My sketches claimed by yesterday, my winter turned to spring. You left me all your dreams on the bed frame, and in the night said you'd remember to set aflame the fireplace when I'm back inside your head. I'm back inside your head again. I'm back inside your head.
Thank you.
Nice. All right. Yes. I'm going to reset the mics. That was beautiful. I'm glad we get to do 4 songs. That was great.
We've been treated
thanks
to an
very much.
absolute brilliant set there from Dullan, and I can't help but think some of this is like Beatlesque and Simon and Garfunkel Some of the strings you were pulling there reminded me of Sound of Silence, and there was a bit of Paul Simon's "Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard" type of thing.
Yeah.
That one, which is a great song, by the way. Can you play that one?
I don't know that one off the top of my head.
All right. I'll take a request. No, keep to your own stuff, because it's absolutely fantastic. And if you're out there, check him out on Dullan's music everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere on socials. Haven't really got any gigs planned, but if anyone out there
I'm definitely going to
organises gigs,
yes,
or is a singer-songwriter that wants to do something, let me know.
He's offering a masterclass to help. I'm going to get Dullan to sign my diary, which you may even get to keep at some point. Well, we're going to give it away at some point.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, good. Look at that. Our second, third musical guest entirely, because we had Benzie, but Benzie on our first attempt sort of was entirely different style. We've had 3 different styles now. You know, we've had off on a tangent here. Can you tell I'm tired? Benzie was played, playing against loops that we looped into the system, and then he, did his rapping over the top, which was really interesting. Worked quite well for the stream. Then we had Baby Brave, full band in with Jason sitting on his Spanish drum as well and all that stuff. And now, we've had singer-songwriter with the acoustic guitar. It's really nice. I'm glad the versatility of this room is being showcased. And also, it's not freezing cold anymore. Great.
But it's not the Bahamas neither, is it, Rob?
No, it's certainly not. Oh, gosh, a weird angle. I've left it on the effect where it cuts between with a slow fade. Worked really well for your music. Just kind of creepy to cut to us at the same place, but slightly awkward angle. But yeah, look at that. We could fit 100 people on the stream like that shape. Yeah.
Got the whole squad in.
Great. Yes. Thank you very much. Go on, James. Go on. Do your thing then. Ask Dullan to do this.
So if you can write a goal and sign it, put your signature in. I've got you a nice one of these pens. Look at this pen that I've got this week.
It's a beautiful pen, I have to say.
Them spray cans.
I like it when you shake the pen. Yeah. It's good. I've also got Tim has joined us. This is excellent. A live viewer. We got the whole shebang going.
The whole shebang.
Live viewers.
Visit that word in again.
The shebang.
Shebang.
What a word.
We love the word shebang.
Got to find out what it means.
I've come across Higgledy-Piggledy this week.
Higgledy-Piggledy, why not?
I didn't come across it. I said it, and I didn't know where it come from. I thought, it's a good word. It came out of my mind.
Higgledy-Piggledy.
Yeah, it's an oldie word. Yeah, it's an oldie-worldy.
Look at that,
to
James.
say that
2 words.
Up and about, isn't it?
I don't know. You're the one that looked it up.
I know. I didn't look it up.
You didn't look it up.
No. I must have used it in the past because it just came out. I don't just invent words, do I?
I don't know. You might do. Scott invents words.
Sometimes I have said words that don't work. Have a look.
Excellent.
Oh, go on, Taskmaster.
Yeah.
We love Taskmaster.
That would be fun.
Thrown out there.
Yeah.
Alex Horn, if you
That's it. You're manifesting it. Oh, also you got to spin the wheel. I forgot. That's the final. That's the final thing you've got to do. You're going to spin the wheel. We're going to close out the stream, and this was a really good one. Packed with guests, non-stop.
Oh, sorry, I signed my government name there rather than my cool artist name, but there you go.
Oh well. All right, give it a spin. James, you guide if you want, but I think you've got it. You've watched enough episodes, Dullan. You've seen this.
Avid watcher.
You know what to do. Oh my gosh, it faded to number 3, and number 3 is off. We just faded to black because there was nothing there.
Great.
So I'm going to cut to 3. Unbelievable, right? I know, hang on, I got to adjust camera 2 now because camera 3 is dead.
On these slats on the front. Because apparently they might break, them ones, and then you can yank that down as much as you want. Are we on the camera? Spin the wheel.
What's it going to be? Oh God, I'm in the way.
God, it's so exciting.
Are you going to win?
And we just can't hide it. Oh,
story time.
Story time.
Blimmin' heck, okay, I think we've got time for a quick story time.
Is Dullan going to give us a story? Have you got a story?
Just something that happened to you this week.
Have you ever been to Smeaton's Tower in Plymouth?
I've not been in the tower itself,
Oh.
but I have been around it. I'll tell you a story. I was walking through Cardiff once when I just moved there to do my start my master's degree in jazz, and I was walking around just exploring. I walked past this bar, and they were playing this Carole King song. I didn't know it was a Carole King song at the time. I just thought, oh, this is a good song. So I like, you know that thing where you like catch some of the lyrics
Yeah.
and you like write them down, or you go home and you Google the lyrics.
Yeah, of course.
So I Google the lyrics and nothing comes up. I like try every like variation.
Okay.
Nothing comes up at all. So I'm like, okay, maybe I've just like stumbled across some like genius lyrics here by accident that don't exist, and I've just like misheard it.
Yeah.
So I'll keep that. I'll write that in a song. And I wrote it in a song. I had this song that I was very happy with for about 3 years until I heard that song on the radio.
Oh, no.
And my heart just sunk, and I don't know, you know, it's like being told like some devastating news. It's like, I just can't explain it. So I
Wow.
went home and I wrote "You Took My Song" out on February 10th. So that is what the song is about.
Wow,
That's
so
good.
you got a song out of the song that you thought was your song.
Yeah,
But it wasn't his song, but he made a song out of it.
I do want to know what that song was, though.
I think it was Tapestry, which is quite a big Carole King song, but I just didn't know it at the time.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going to have to
on
Google.
that bombshell.
And on that bombshell.
Right, we are going to sign off the stream for this week because that's it. That's the end of Live in the Window. We've just done a hell of a big stream there with a hell of a large number of guests in a row without any stopping between them. That was pretty good going from us
Pretty slick.
after a pretty long day. So
Rob's been up
yes,
since 5:45, and I've been up since 5:33.
he beat me. I still can't believe he beat me. I got up
Big
so
time,
early.
Big time.
Right, okay. I've been Robert Corcoran. Thank you for joining us.
I've been James Stevens.
I've been Owen Jones.
I've been Dullan.
And we've got
yeah, we've even
Tim.
I go to camera 3, but camera
Go to
3's
camera
dead
three.
AF. Camera
Oh,
3's
come-
dead AF.
Come on to the camera, Tim.
All right. Thank you
we
very
got-
much. Oh, Tim's on now. See,
the
look at
great
that.
Tim
All right.
Rooney,
Hey, Tim
photographer.
took those photos. We got all of us in. Right,
Got
great.
all of us in.
Right, everybody. See you very soon. Ciao for now.
Ciao for now.
Bye.
Bye.
I think. Oh God, it's not off yet.